right.
Man, I'm just loading up something to while away the time in the background here as well. So I'm thinking I'm gonna pop open some Scudo Regalia. Enjoy me some of that.
I forgot to copy the entire thing, so now I have to
Got
do
the
this.
Letsracingtime stream up. How's y'all folks doing? How was your week?
Pretty good.
Not bad.
Theoretically, this is working.
I think I unwittingly inherited the whole Scots-Irish thing of being incapable of saying, "Oh yeah, it was great. This was awesome." No, it's all right. It's not bad. It's like that English Scots-Irish thing where everything the best something can be is it's all right.
Yeah. For me, it's my go-to is so far so good.
Yeah, right.
No.
But that's how everybody here is. Most people aren't like, "I'm doing great." They're like, "No, I'm not bad. Doing all right." Can't the one you get mostly is, "How you doing? How you been doing?" Can't complain. No one care if you did, right? Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Now let's post all this.
Final Fantasy starting.
All this shit in the other one too.
Yeah, I pushed the button.
Okay, let me pop the link there in. Then I gotta go make my drink.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh.
That should be good.
We're back on the Yang Gang tonight.
Yep, we're punch mans.
His little Mac too. He's got the green fists, green gloves.
Now,
Oh yeah, he does, don't he? All right, I'll be right back.
unfortunately, I couldn't trick Not a Girl Face down here tonight. They're busy having a time of it. But they have just recently started their playthrough of Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3, and they just started 4. They're going through the Pixel remasters for the first time ever and having a good time with it. There we go. Lower Waymaster. Way down. Now I can hear everything just fine.
There we go.
And I can still keep an eye on nerds in chat if it gets unruly again.
That's pretty good purple.
A nice deep purple, a little off of royal.
Yeah.
Could say that when you're going to the moon on the big whale, that it's some form of space trucking. No.
God,
Deep purple.
there's no way Galaxy Trucker works on Tabletop Simulator, right? I'm starting to think it might actually. Like I'm working this through in my head. Tabletop Simulator is actually okay with games that have physicality.
Yeah, because it does have a physics engine.
Right. Like
Wow,
you
it's
could.
it's got a
Can you
physics with
play
a couple F's and a
Mousetrap
Y
in
in there.
Tabletop Simulator?
Now I want to see that.
I also want to see that. Mousetrap, taken. The cheese was the bait. Words can't remember, even though I heard it earlier today.
Roll your dice, you move your mice. Nobody gets hurt. I don't even have an attack yet. That's the problem. It's been too long since I sat down and did a casual run through this. Oops, I broke the camera. I didn't put pants on, that's another problem.
Honey,
seems
where
like
are my pants?
I
That
like
seems like a non-problem. As someone
Well,
who
I like how in
works
this
from home.
game, there is there is a whole menu for accessibility options, and the only thing there is you can put pants on your character.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, Treb.
Hello.
The trouble with troubles.
God damn it, Treble! God damn you!
What?
You know what you did.
No, I don't. Explain it to me in small words.
No, I can't. It's a big word. It's like 4 or 5 syllables.
Well, okay, explain it to me in the big word.
All right, I'm back.
Omicron, you piece of shit.
Who the hell is that?
You
Oh.
Omicroned me.
Who the fuck is this guy that says Treble?
Hi.
Why did Treble Omicron me?
I'm just
Trouble, what happened to your Twitch? Trouble 009 doesn't exist?
Did you have to change
Should.
the name again?
No? It's 096.
Oh, 096. Oh.
See, you
Yeah,
were
but I
making him a 00 agent there, Dan.
I could see Treble as the next James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Trouble.
Though, if they go with Aaron Taylor Johnson, I don't care what people say about him being too young for it. I'm down with that. That
I
dude,
don't think he's too young.
almost everybody thinks he's too young.
How
That's
old
the
is he
most
again?
popular complaint. It's like 30 something. Bond's supposed to be in his 50s.
Eh,
Canonically.
I'm cool with it. You know what?
I mean,
we're ready for a
technically
young
speaking,
Bond.
Pierce Brosnan was too young for it when he did GoldenEye 2, and he's still my favorite. So
How old was Dalton? Dalton wasn't.
I
in his
think
50s.
Yeah, Dalton was in his 50s. He was like early 40s, I thought.
And Dalton, people say what they want about Dalton. Like, his portrayal of it was canonically about the closest to the book Bond as you've ever got. Him and
I
Pierce
think
Brosnan.
people have come around a bit on Dalton's movies.
I
over
like
the
both
years.
of them.
I've always liked him.
Yeah.
Living Daylights, great fucking movie.
Yep.
License to
License to
Kill.
Kill?
License to Kill is really good.
Okay, let me see.
License to Kill is like a weird Bond movie in that it feels more like just a generic spy cop movie that happens to be Bond.
Well, and see, if you've read any of the books, that's more what they are.
No,
like, he's
I
a lot.
I really like it.
Yeah, he's a lot. Like,
I'm
the
shit.
more. The least like Bond actually has been Roger Moore. You know, not hating on Roger Moore, but he's been the least like the original character. Okay, so Living Daylights was 87. 1987, so Dalton would have been 41 when he played Bond.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think,
40s to fit for like.
Now,
I think Johnson's
it
like.
may be that they think Johnson is. I mean, I will say that we haven't seen him dressed up as the character yet. We haven't seen him done up as it yet.
I
will
think
say
he'd be.
that.
I think he'd be perfect. Like, I mean, you've
he
seen him as
does,
whichever one of the
Tangerine, yeah.
Tangerine, yeah, seen him as that. I mean, he's 1990, so he's what, 33, something like that. 34.
I still would have liked to see Idris Elba as Bond, but like
Not
Yeah.
me, not me. I'd never buy that. That was the one. I love the Idris Elba basically rejected it. He's like, no, I'm not. That's not. I don't fit that.
I'm not putting up with that.
Yeah. He thought he was a bad casting for the character, so I respect that. He's
Don't
like,
forget your tracker trouble.
say that 5 times
shoot.
fast.
The treble tracker?
The treble tracker,
The
treble.
Treble, you
with
better not have
trackers.
trouble tracker.
The trouble with the treble trackers. Trouble
Are you
with the
having-
treble
are
tracker.
you
The
having
trouble with
trouble
the treble
with treble?
trackers is treble. It's trebled. You bring up we've gotten worse because butt face is here. I'm just saying. It's like
No, Buttface
Yeah, a little.
is the chaos and is the chaos element that we
that we needed. Yeah.
I'm the little gremlin.
Oh.
Thank you, Treble, for introducing me to the term scrunkly. This
Scrunkly,
is-
that's a good one.
Yeah. I'm scrunkling it up in here.
All right, pop
All
out
right.
chat. I gotta go into Letsracingtime.
Ooh, that's a
real
nice
quick.
Doritos dust orange you got going on.
You're welcome. Tracker. Shoot. Emo Tracker. That was the name of it. I haven't opened a tracker in a while.
Yes, it is emo tracker.
Man, listen to Treble. I can keep this whole game in my head. It's fine. I don't need a tracker. What are you talking about?
I mean, I can.
Dessel doesn't really need
Yeah.
one. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't really
Tracker
use
when
it.
I'm running by myself.
Yeah, I don't. Mine is more for viewer purposes than for me actually needing it. So, because I don't mark off I don't mark off like places I've been or anything.
Like, the thing I need to actually track is how many goddamn chests have I opened in the 3 places that it's not like 1 and 3.
See, I don't even do that.
I don't either. It's like, but if I was gonna have an actual tracker for things that don't fit in my head, it would probably mostly be the trap chest.
That's fair.
I track bosses because that is important, and key
Yeah,
items. because
yeah, I
those
do
are
bosses and
important.
key. I do bosses and key items. I mean, mainly
I don't
that.
track chests or others.
Yeah, that's all. All mine's mainly just for viewer aesthetics because people like seeing a tracker on there.
I mean,
I can see tracking bosses being useful. But...
I do have my. I'm the only one here who writes down like shops contents.
What are you talking about? I do that all the time.
Yeah, he does it too. He
Ooh,
keeps
that's
he
rough.
takes notes.
I have a giant text file open in split view in VS Code that already has all the locations filled in.
Yeah, I can't do that in play. So
I started doing it on a dry erase board.
It's extremely. I mean, what I could do is I could just write Spiderweb Siren Bacchus, because those are really the only thing I need. Maybe H class.
All right.
Yeah.
Instead of
Bob, can
location.
you tick Yang on in your tracker for me?
oh yeah,
I just want to make sure it's working.
that's the only thing I don't
Yeah.
have up. Tracker. There we go.
My tracker appears to be working.
Well, I had the tracker was fine. I just had it. I just had it
Mine breaks
minimized.
all the time. It'll break mid.
Oh yeah, I was about to
As it
say
always
yeah.
does.
Yeah, yours is kind of a little
Alright.
notorious about that.
I've got everybody. Everybody's all set. Stuff is cropped. Everybody's lined up. It's looking good.
Look at how fancy everyone is.
I know.
Fancy.
So fancy. Anyway, let's get started. Hey everybody! It's time for Saturday Let's Racing Time. That's right, Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise. We are back once again. After the chaos that was Oops All Mages last week, we're back onto a regular crystal percent, where for the benefit of the person here who is watching who is not used to these, we will explain the rules of that shortly. I'm your host, Kefka Floyd. The stream is brought to you by the delicious taste of Worcester's Own Polar Seltzer. Tonight, I've got the last bottle I'll have of Yuzu Orange Blossom. Maybe it'll come back next winter? Who knows? Joining us tonight for co-hosting duties is our indeterminately favored Canadian. He's not a butt face.
Yeah, hello everyone, it's me, not a buttface. And tonight I have a can of Sponsor Me Pumplemoose Gin Fizz.
Pumplemoose.
Yeah,
What-
you love me
Yeah.
some Pumplemoose.
Omicron and Gin Fizz. There you go.
Ugh. No, I am not Omicroning right now. I don't know if I will ever Omicron.
Are you Lur, the ruler of the planet Omicron Persei 8?
No. But I do love me a good Pumplemoose drink every once in a while. Nice and tart. And yeah, I'm here to watch some Final Fantasies get randoed.
Yeah, you're gonna learn a lot of terms tonight.
Oh, there's pulling a treble too since he's here.
Yes,
You did that.
that's true.
Yeah.
That is true. Oh, we have as I said, we have a Quadriforce tonight. In the upper right-hand corner of the Quadriforce. He's been from Phoenix, Arizona, all the way to Tacoma, but we're still not sure about Philadelphia, Atlanta, or LA. He's everybody's favorite Destal. Destal.
Hey, my name's Destal. I have simply mixed some bourbon and some lemonade into a glass.
Nothing wrong with that.
Okay.
The nice thing about this, I could have spent a little more time with it, wasn't in a hurry. The nice thing about this is I actually finally got a bunch of tumblers because we really didn't have any, and they came with a bunch of whiskey stones, so I'm trying those out. It's
Yeah,
quite good.
I've got some of them. They're not bad if you want to use rocks.
We also got the giant spherical ice spheres, but I figured this would work better with mostly when I drink lemonade.
Yeah,
Those are good with something harder that you don't want as much in the glass.
they don't melt as fast, and they add
No,
volume.
they're great. It's just
yeah.
that like they just take up a lot of these glasses. They're pretty
Yep.
big.
It's mainly for an old fashioned, or you just fill out the glass with it. Yeah.
That's why we got them.
Yep.
Right in the lower right-hand corner of the Quadriforce. If you're going to stream in Texas, you got to have a treble in the band. It's everybody's favorite treble. Treble.
Speaking of having a trouble in a band, you guys have been out of compliance for God knows how long. and the fines are in the mail. I have a Diet Dr. Pepper, and it's almost gone because I lost track of time playing Alone in the Dark. So.
I hear that's good.
Yeah, it is.
Like the new one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I liked it. But, yeah, no, got my Dr. Pepper. I've got about a quarter of it left. So I'll have to make it last.
Like a good Texan.
So.
Dr.
Yep.
Pepper is there. And last but not least, in the lower left-hand corner of the Quadriforce, he's the man that Molly Hatchet says shouldn't play this game too long. He's the whiskey man, Mr. Bob the Elder.
Thank you, Dan. It is indeed my favorite. I'm indeed your favorite whiskey drinking Southern friend, Bob the Elder, the one with the charming accent. I got Chunks of Dog here in a normal spot. I got my unsweet tea as the palate cleanser. I've got, because it's Saturday and that's my day of drinking Coke, I bought a couple. I couldn't find a big Mexican Coke, so I bought 2 of the smaller ones. So, again, I had to jump up and grab the other one of them, but, as always, the best kind of Coke. I do have some Scotch Saturdays. I do have some Wee Beastie here I need to finish. Ardbeg Wee Beastie, 5-year-old, I need to finish off at some point. But I may not drink any of that tonight, because the main one it is, I saw a video for a popular Mexican mixed drink that or cocktail that I'd never heard of called a batanga. And so I'm going to try and see what this tastes like. It's 2 ounces of Blanco tequila, half an ounce of lemon juice, and 3 ounces of Mexican Coke. So
No mezcal. Huh.
No, this one called for tequila. It'd probably be better with the mezcal, actually, but I don't actually have any mezcal. I need to buy some.
I can probably dig up some mezcal recommendations.
Yeah, if you do that, send it to me because I don't know much about it. I've only had a couple different ones.
I'm not super into it, but Erica's uncle is.
Okay. Yeah, definitely text me that if you don't care. I'd appreciate it. But normally I do Sancha, but since this is a batanga, I guess it's Salud. Oh, that's pretty damn good. Like, that's like a tangy Coke with a tequila kick. That's actually really freaking good. That's too sweet.
Dangerous.
Yeah, that's too sweet. You'd get sick off that real fast, drinking those real fast. I mean, the Blanco's 80 proof, so it's not like it's that strong, but... Anyway, Sancha, back to you, Dan.
All right, so we are running Crystal Percent tonight. What that means is that you see our objective list here. We have to complete 4 of these 5 objectives to get the crystal that will allow us to fight Zeromus.
Mm-hmm.
So our objectives are to find, we have, interestingly, get Fusoya, so we know there's a mop out there. Defeat Golbez, we'll see where he rolls. I have to cure the fever with the Sand Ruby, so that requires a key item. We have to return the pan to Yang's wife, that also requires a key item. And we have to get Cecil. Yep, and we have to get Cecil. So we know there's a Cecil out there, so that's good news for us. Some interesting facts. We've cut down on our chests, so there's only 30% chests out there. So, less inventory management, but also less chances to get cool stuff. We do have hero mode on, so Yang is our hero. He cannot be dismissed from the party. He will always be here. It also means there's an opportunity to get a super weapon by forging the Legend Sword and the Adamant by Kokol in the Underground. So for Yang, that means claws. So it would be the God Hand, the Dragon Claw. I think those are the two of them. I think the last few times we've gotten the Dragon Claw, I haven't seen a God Hand in a while. So we'll see if that even is relevant. But I will require that everybody get their A buttons ready. I've got our timer ready. I will count us down with 3, 2, 1, go, and we'll be off. Counting down in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so who's joining the Yang Gang tonight? Could it be Kane? So we have the Kane Yang Gang.
Oh God.
Oh, it's
Good twin.
It's a Palom.
Better twin.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, and a spoon.
A spoon.
So there's an Eddie out there.
Well, no, don't necessarily mean there's an 80.
Yeah, you hope.
I'm saying I'm hoping there's
Oh.
an Eddie.
So we've included one of the very few flags that actually change the rules to something not in any of the vanilla versions, and that Eddie can equip the spoon.
Yes, you have Spoony Bard. I would assume that is something that every true ROM hacker would want to include.
It makes
It's
Eddie,
literally like the only thing they do that like isn't according to
the
the
only
rules because they care a
concession to
lot
make a
about.
character.
but it's the only reason that they
Yeah.
would keep. It's the only reason that they would, anybody would keep Eddie. So that's they just wanted to make it more palatable.
Nah, I used Edward all the time. Like Artemis, because he's really good with an Artemis bow. Okay. Well,
I feel like I'd rather have Rosa.
You've learned a thing.
I feel like Rosa is just as good with an Artemis bow and also very, very good without.
Problem I have is if Rosa's my only white mage, I'm never using an Artemis bow unless it's at the very beginning of the game. Well, there's no hurt for white mages so far. We just don't have one yet. They're definitely in the seed. Oh, okay, that'll be remembered. Was that Bacchus and Silkweb?
move.
Yep. Get out of the way.
NPC.
Okay.
Wow, that was lucrative for this particular party. Yang's not a bad starting character at all. It just takes so long for him to get viable. I mean, once he does, he's a beast. But
I'm hoping we get that God Hand tonight.
especially if you can find
That
Charm
end would be
Claws.
really nice.
Yeah. I think we got the dragon one last time, didn't we?
Yes, we've
Yeah,
we've
last
gotten
time
a
I had
lot
gone
of dragon
at
claws.
Dragon.
The last one we played with the last one me and Dan played with Kane was the pit. We got the stupid pig sticker instead.
The piggy call.
Yep.
Pig stick can still do a decent amount of damage though, but it's like it's always a booby prize. You would rather get, you'd rather get something adequate.
The hog call. That's what it's called. Do they call it the pig?
I made up pig
do they-
sticker. Hog collar is
Well,
probably.
it's the piggy stick in the GBA.
Oh,
In the PSP version, they changed it back to hog. They changed it to hog call.
So not a pork poker?
Yeah.
Nah.
It's like it casts like the pig spell with like perfect accuracy. The only way like you don't get turned into a pig by it is if you're immune. It's really good in that version.
No, I forgot about that.
okay, that works.
Okay.
So I've been playing Alone in the Dark, and it's pretty good. It falls apart like technically.
Let me stop for a second because I'm out of the loop. So I'm assuming there's a remake of Alone in the Dark, and that's what you're playing.
My guy, there is this is the third remake. of Alone
Okay,
in the Dark.
because I know nothing other than the original Alone in the Dark. So, but this is a recent remake of Alone in the Dark, is what you're playing.
So there was there was one that came out that was classified as a remake but was a sequel.
Okay.
And then there was one that came out in like 2000, like pretty recently, that like failed super hard. That was a remake, and then there's this one.
Do you
Um,
know even Rando, bro? Actually, it does a little.
But
So
this
what
one,
I'm about to say is
Go
that
ahead.
with all those remakes of the same game, it doesn't sound like it's very actually alone in the dark. It sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on in that dark.
In the dark.
the term "alone in the dark" like reference. It's a reference to something in like Cthulhu mythos.
Yeah, it's the whole game's a Tolkien. I was gonna say Tolkien. It's I cannot speak a Lovecraft reference.
But yeah, the original game is something. It is a thing. It is a game that exists.
In all of the games, it is the gamiest.
It is it's somewhat notorious, we'll put it that way. But yeah, it's a game that's known and people know about it and have opinions on it.
Well, the original Alone in the Dark has some truly amazing sprites, like character models.
Mm-hmm.
If you've never played it, like look up the character models. They're amazing.
I've watched like playthroughs of it. I've never actually played it.
Okay.
this.
We're just gonna.
I want to go this way, not that way. All right.
I don't know if you saw Treble, but Not a Girl Face has been going through the Pixel remasters and playing Final Fantasy games for the first time that way. And they have just finished 3, and they've started 4, and you can be vindicated in that they thought 2 was fine.
Yeah.
Pixel Remaster 2 is fine.
I think if you play it in that context, it might be okay, yeah. Also, the Pixel Master, I think 2 came out better than the Pixel Masters than most of the others.
They really enjoyed 3, though. They were having a good time with 3.
3's excellent.
Yeah, especially the Pixel Remaster version of 3. I mean, I think 2 is one of those games that you definitely... The more you know about it, the better it is. That... let's see.
I would agree with that, because the reason I've never gone back to it is I was trying to play it blind and I was really not enjoying it. Like, just because it's like, had I just bothered to research stuff about it, I think I would have liked it a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, it's made by Kawazu, like,
Yeah.
So like, what are you gonna do, right?
Yeah, right. You know, or 3 is what I was referring to, by the way. Like 2, I just don't. 2, I notoriously don't particularly care for.
Oh, I was talking about 2.
Yeah, I realized
Like,
when you said
2
Kawazu,
is a
but I was
game-
talking about 3.
Yeah. But yeah, 2. It's just one of those games where there are things in place, mechanics in place that like they don't tell you about that can make the game harder. Not being aware of,
Like not
the
knowing
Pixel
that Ultima's garbage, for instance. Like after it's
well, that was a bug.
yeah. Well,
No, it
Kawazu's no, it wasn't. Kawazu did it on purpose.
Well, Kawazu didn't do it on purpose.
Sakaguchi didn't like it, Kawazu did like it, and Kawazu obfuscated the code to make it so Sakaguchi couldn't change it back.
Okay.
Okay, fair.
But anyway, so like, but that's like, yeah. That said, it's not like Ultima's really all that good in.
Yeah, it was fine.
It's not really all that good in like modern versions where it works.
Yeah, it was fine in Pixel Remaster.
It just takes too much work to get.
I'm
going,
just
right?
saying that if you played it blind and didn't know you were wasting your time, then it might detract a lot from the game for you if you spent all that stuff and it not be worth it.
To be honest, it was the things that I'm referring to are. Do I want to go fight bosses? I think I want to fight a couple of easy bosses.
Like for instance,
Yeah, just go knock him out for now.
not knowing about Frog and
Hey,
what
you
how
are
you
another boss.
that you can break the game by leveling up Frog and whatever the other spell is. I can't think of teleport.
I mean, you could break the game by leveling up any number of spells.
Yeah, you're not
I
wrong.
don't think that they were. And again, I wasn't there for most of the playthrough. I just, I go to sleep. They were playing Final Fantasy, and I'm like, okay, have fun. And then I wake up and they go to work, and they're like, yeah, I almost beat it. And I was like, oh, okay.
But faces, have fun storming the castle.
Yeah, exactly. But like, they're coming at this as like first time playing a lot of Final Fantasy. I think up to this point they've only played 15 and 14.
Wow.
Extensively. Yeah.
But like the thing that I'm talking about is the magic interference stat. So like wearing like and the way agility works.
Yeah.
And the way like they don't actually do this in the original in the Pixel Remaster, but in up until the Pixel Remaster, everything in the game is like battle wise is anchored on Furion's agility. So if you don't like set him up to like get a whole bunch of agility, then you get ambushed constantly, and that is a problem. And the way you get agility in that game is to
Dodge attacks. It's been a while since I played the vanilla version.
No, it's
shield. You defend with shield, don't you?
No. Shields do help you. It's a flat chance to go up based on your evasion percentage.
Okay.
Okay.
So the higher your base evasion, the higher your chance of agility going up. So if you have a lot of heavy armor on and you have 0% like evasion and just are going straight defense, then you will never gain a point of agility.
Yeah, you can accidentally play the game in a way that will make the game way worse of a time for you and not have any adequate reason to explain why.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's
I mean,
not
I think a
happening
lot
right
of it was the UI in the NES version.
Yeah, I mean,
too,
you
was really
tried.
bad.
You definitely tried. And you had to know. You had to try to know.
It's fine. We'll just...
Look, other people are trying things too, and they're learning. Things are being learned collectively. I know all. And
course you
have
do.
absolutely no way to communicate that knowledge. It is meaningless to me.
I suspect you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Exactly. I'm hardly familiar with 4 at all. I don't think I've ever beaten it.
How are they handling 4? Are they enjoying it?
I
Again,
think if you
they
like
just-
3, you were gonna really like 4.
They started with 1, they went to 2, they went to 3. They liked that 1 was very small and self-contained and very different. They were like, yeah, the only thing I think the one feedback was, I'm kind of sick of not knowing what this Aga shit does, like which one
Yeah.
is the best version of a spell. I just want 1, 2, and 3. That makes life easy for
I'd
me.
never preferred
Okay,
when they went to
fair
the
enough.
Agas. I always hated it. I liked 1, 2, and 3 better.
And I'm like, that's totally fair. You know, I'm for clarity of information. I get you. Then 2, their major complaint was like, it was the running, it was the needless running around of after learning. Oh shit, I've lost the thing.
Oh, after learning a keyword.
Yeah, after learning a keyword, then going and speaking the keyword to get the other thing, and then going back and using the
Yeah.
keyword.
Yeah.
They were
See,
like,
the thing is, but they only do that to you, like every keyword.
But you don't know that.
yeah, they
If you're a
didn't
first-time
know.
player.
Right?
They
Yeah,
don't
I
know
guess
that.
that
It was
makes
just
sense.
a lot of busy work is how they felt.
Yeah. But like every keyword there is only one keyword in the game that is not like immediately given to you by like Hilda, and or Proto Edward, Gordon. That's why I think that right there is actually why I think that everybody should
Hey.
play Final Fantasy II if you like the Final Fantasy series, especially if you're a fan of 4. Because it's so many of like the character archetypes for 4 were like prototyped in 2. It's like they were like, man, you know, this Final Fantasy 2 game, we were kind of hamstrung on the story we want to tell.
And they sure
That's-
didn't have much of it. Like, oh, and the other thing they really liked about it was like, I liked the rotating cast member in the 5th slot. That was really interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
really
Little-
gonna like 4.
Yeah.
It also it's also nice to kind of understand that when you cast, say, a life spell and it misses in 4, and you know that's because it still uses the same system that 2 does. It's like,
Life can't miss in 2.
yeah, but it can miss in 4. It can hit.
It
It can
can,
roll a
yeah.
low enough. It can roll a low enough hit because
Yeah,
it still rolls
yeah.
the way they hit. It's still the same system. It's
But
just
it
the spell
actually-
works differently than it does in 2.
Yeah. Let's
And
see
then
what.
then they liked the party construction in 3, but their one complaint was like, I don't like how it just replaced some jobs. And I was like, wait till you get to 5.
Yeah.
Because yeah, 3 does have some jobs that are just straight up
yeah.
replacements. That,
Yeah.
that you get later on.
The Pixel Remaster does do a better job at making the jobs viable long term, and in fact, like the only jobs that are permanently replaced are the first set. Right, the stuff from the Wind Crystal. That is the Wind
Mhm.
Crystal, right? The
Yeah.
first crystal. Yeah.
Yes.
Because it's wind, then fire, then water is the one.
Oh, I pulled. So I've done 2, but face, just in case you're wondering, I've both pulled I've also both destiled a fight. The last fight I was just in, I destiled the
Mhm.
fight, and I have now pulled a Bob.
nice.
Mhm.
Wait, well, not nice. You don't want to pull a bob. That's real bad.
Right. Thankfully, it was one hit boss, so it didn't affect anything. But I have done 2 of our tropes in one go.
They've not put much time into 4 that I could see. So I will check back and see how that goes. But they have played 6 before. They have played 6. Sorry, they've played 6 and 15.
6 is kind of in its own continuity. Like it's a lot different from any of the others to me.
It's super story heavy.
Yeah, it is. It's story the game. I mean, that's the first
6
half of the
is
game.
just-
Go ahead.
I don't know if I agree with that. I feel like 6 is basically 7 and 8 and 9. Frodo, like 6 is where the series went.
No, I think
Personally,
I think
especially.
7, 8, 9 are big departures from the way 6's storytelling was, like in the way the battle system. I mean, I guess if you equate the espers to the magic,
I mean, I don't care
yeah,
about
the materia.
I'm not even talking about mechanics, so that's sort of it. Like, all of them, you're allowed to build these kind of omnipotent gods. They can do almost anything. 9 departs from that. 6 and 7 don't.
9's meant to be a throwback in every way, shape, form, and fashion. Like it's just a love letter to the rest of the series. Okay, none of
And
that's
then
helpful.
I would say that 6 is doing the rotating out a party member to tell tinier, littler stories. Except you just keep those party members around and your roster is something like 20 people. You get your little vignettes constantly.
6 really
Except you
wants
can
you to
miss
be
some of them.
6 really wants you to be rotating
out your party
characters
members.
constantly, and the end of the game rewards that when you need the large party. But like in effect, most people don't. They stick to like the 4 people they like, and that's what they go with.
I mean, they force you to take.
Yeah, they do. I mean, that's it. Yeah, there's times you're forced to use the other party members, but then when you're done with that, you tend to go back. Most people playing it casually tend to go back to their other ones. And even when you do, I'm like, I'm going to do a gal playthrough this time, so I'm going to spend a lot of time on the Veld,
It's really not even. It's not until the World of Ruin that you can, you pick the party that you
Right.
want.
I'm an idiot.
But yeah,
I guess I have to go shopping. Feels like shopping time.
Let's shopping time.
I'm gonna go get me see if I can't go get me a white mage.
Shop. Ping.
Uh,
I'm not there yet. I got one more thing
I'm
to
just
do
use a
before I go
ticket.
to the
I don't
White
care.
Mage.
They also did have one complaint that, man, that final dungeon is long, and then I had to tell them that, man, you would have.
No, 3
you
is
would've
uniquely
hated-
bad because there's no save points.
No, the Pixel Remaster definitely gives you.
Oh,
save
that's right.
points.
There is save points. You get
Yeah,
save point
I
on
was
the
like,
screen. Yeah.
imagine
Yeah, but-
doing that final dungeon without saving since the overworld.
Yeah, but the NES one, the final dungeon is kind of, in a sense, it's the final boss, right? It's just the whole
Yeah.
gauntlet of the dungeon.
yeah.
No,
It's
the
a rude-
NES
it's a
3
rude
is
trick
final
of
dungeon
finding-
is monstrously large. You
That's
have to
a
do all
rude-
of Eureka. You have to do the tower, all of Eureka, and all of the actual final area.
I mean, but like Eureka, you go, you do Eureka, then you leave and you save, and then you like.
Oh wait, no, I'm not thinking. What's the other? Not Eureka. What's the other side of it? Where do you go when you break the 4 things? You're right. Eureka is just a passage through the dungeon to the dungeon.
Oh, I should have mentioned that Batanga drink I made. The tequila I used was Gran Centenario Blanco, which Gran Centenario is my favorite all around, all of their expressions, all the way up through Leyenda, the high end one. But it's really affordable. That's a $20 tequila, and it drinks like $100 tequila.
Eat Fire 3, loser. Give me my white mage.
But you already have a white mage.
Well, technically speaking, he has a
You got your revenge.
he has a red mage, but
A say, well,
a sage, yeah. Well, he would be a sage because he can learn all of them, as opposed to in the context of this one. In another game, he'd be a red mage. The red
well, he
mage
can't
is
use weapons or
right,
like armor, so he wouldn't be a red mage.
right.
Yeah, he'd be a sage. But But like the first time I played Final Fantasy 2, I found it very interesting. You know, the whole like, wow, I recognize a lot of like these characters are basically just people that showed up again in Final Fantasy 4.
And that's the other takeaway for them who have been in the 14 mines for so long. They're like, it's really weird seeing all of these references and now having the context for them. I'm like, yeah, I bet.
Oh, people that started with 14, yeah.
Well, no, I think they've played 13 a little bit, and then like got heavy into 15, and then after 15 got dragged into 14 because friends were playing it, and then have now been like, well, you've got all these pixel remasters, I might as well go back and like dig through these. I'm like, okay, have fun. I haven't done all the pixel remasters yet.
For sure, the next time I play Final Fantasy 5 is going to be on the Pixel Remaster with that patch, because I'm kind of over.
Do tents revive?
No.
They don't.
Tents do not. Only cabins.
Cabins do.
Yeah. Keep on. Okay.
No tents, only cabins.
Yeah, tents do a partial heal and don't revive. Cabins are a full heal and revive.
Yeah, tents are like 100 MP.
Tents cabins also like fix certain status elements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Am I going the right way?
Are you going your own way?
No, yeah, I can't go my own way.
All right, well, I'm going to set you up for it because you mentioned it. You said that you have opinions on the Beetlejuice trailer.
Boy, do I!
See,
Can you believe it?
actually, I kind
Friday
of
once
can
again.
because, like, I'll give you my take on it, is that my take is neither good or bad because to me the trailer told me absolutely nothing of any consequence. Like, I thought it was, okay, I just like, okay, I'm not sure what I watched. I'm not
I'm
sure.
just sick to fucking death of slow, somber trailer covers.
I'm with you on that. Don't get me wrong. I'm 100% with you on that.
Like, if you asked me what the worst possible slow, somber trailer cover you could ever do, I would have said Jumping the Shark would be doing a Beetlejuice 2 with Deo. And lo and behold!
They go and do it, yeah. The cream
So
rise to the
that's
crop,
what I'm saying
yeah.
is, I can't believe they actually went and did it. Those madmen.
I have the same opinion on it that I do on, since Dan posted the thing about Happy Gilmore too. I have the exact same opinion. Is for all I know, it could turn out to be good. I really don't care because I don't think it should exist. I want them to quit making sequels to 90s movies. Let them die. Make something new for the love of God or Satan, whoever you hail. Okay?
Yeah, but new ideas keep dying in the box office, and sequels at least turn a middling profit. Usually. People buy in for the remember bait.
I don't though. I'm completely
You're not
over
the
the member
standard
berries.
audience.
Like I am completely over it. Like there is no member berry. You're not getting anything from me with that.
I think that the general audience is going to turn soon here on it, but they haven't yet.
They have in a large part. I mean, it takes more than that now. You got to have some actual substance to these movies.
I gotta look and see how that Ghostbusters sequel is doing right
I'm
now.
not sure on that one because like apparently, yeah, it's real. Apparently, the thing with it is it's just like kind of blah. Like it's not. Yeah, it sounds like it's. What I've been hearing is that it's not like a terrible movie. It's just not like as good as Afterlife was, or anywhere near as good as the other ones were.
Oh, is the second new Ghostbusters movie already out? I didn't.
Yeah,
know
it came
that.
out this week. Yeah, it just came out.
This
Yeah.
weekend, yeah.
It's
I don't
a-
understand why we're making sequels to SNL sketches, but that's just me.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, like a huge.
oh, I am too.
Huge.
Don't get me wrong. I'm still gonna watch the movie. It don't matter what it is. Like I'm gonna end up watching it. And I just
still didn't even watch the
I haven't watched
the
the last
latest one.
Afterlife.
Afterlife
Afterlife.
was pretty good.
Afterlife lost me when I said, "We've got this kid. We're gonna name him Podcast." It's like, no.
Yeah.
It's like I will.
So
I'm sure there's good stuff in Afterlife, and I'm sure if I watched it, I probably would enjoy it.
there is, if you take it kind of as like a love letter to the original series, it works because that's what it's intended to be. Like it's got all the beats to it, you know, without completely relying on member berries. You know, that's a big part of it, but it's got everything there you look for. At least in it, the Egon's daughter's really charming in it. McKenna, or what her name is, McKenna
I heard
Grace.
she's also actually in.
Apparently,
Ghost Empire.
apparently,
She's like
in the apparently
best
that's
character
I've heard
in
the
movie.
opposite. She's the worst character in the new one because they completely blow it like with her. They change the whole
Wait, we're
nature
saying
of the
daughter-
character.
Because I thought it was like his granddaughter.
It's his granddaughter, yeah. Yeah, Egon's granddaughter. Yeah, I heard the exact opposite about the new one. That like she was much better in the first one because in terms of her characterization, like they just kind of lose everything they did with the first one. And again, take that grain of salt. That's just what I've heard with it. So like, because she was the most charming one, and like the biggest complaint seems to be with it. They've got too many characters in it. And they don't do a good job of balancing it, and that's probably where people are complaining about her character kind of falls through on it. Like there's whole characters that are just kind of there for no reason.
I mean,
Everyone keeps looking at this mirror, and it's not getting me anywhere. God damn it!
Well, for some reason
the
they have
fuck am I?
for some reason like in the last trailer they've got a shot of Janine in the Ghostbuster suit, and that's not in the movie at all.
What?
Yeah, yeah, it's in the.
That's,
I gotta love it when movies
We've
do
gone
Yeah.
that.
from having the best part of the movie being the entire trailer to not even being in the trailer.
Yeah, that's
Not even
it.
Being in the movie.
Well, remember it was
really does
like
get on my
remember
nerves.
Infinity War did that. Half of the trailer for Infinity War wasn't in the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying you have to have everything that's in the trailer in the movie, but like you can't pull that shit with Janine in the suit.
No, that's in there on purpose. That is in there 100% on purpose. That's meant to
That's
try to
bullshit.
get you to see that, and it's bullshit that's not in there. Like, yeah, it's.
You
Okay.
even rando bro act like 4.
I don't think I've had one yet. You keep
I mean,
saying
one
this.
was a little questionable, but
I don't think I've had to do even rando yet that I can think of.
Oh, there's definitely a Do You Even
Heck,
Random.
oh,
Where?
It's one of the earliest ones.
I had to have missed it then.
oh,
I must have been something I haven't done.
fucked up.
Like,
monsters.
To die, monster. You don't belong in this
Um,
world.
Your number's up, monster.
I will wait.
Anyway, on an unrelated an unrelated thing.
On an
I'm sure you
unrelated
guys
word.
might have seen. Apparently, there was this game that I never played, never heard of, called Ark, that they've
Survival?
made. I don't know.
Like
That
ARK, like the
ARK.
dinosaur one. Was,
Yes, the
yeah,
dinosaur.
yeah.
a bunch of
My
players-
nephew's
a bunch of people played
yeah,
it.
my nephew's
And-
obsessed with it.
Apparently, there is a series that they made for it
Mhm.
that just came out on Paramount Plus, and I watched it. And you know what? I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Huh?
I'd
okay.
never heard of the game, never knew anything about it at all. Very Castlevania style animation.
Huh.
I actually really got into the story of it, and they don't pull their punches on it. And the cast in it is stacked. Like I'm surprised they got a lot of the people in it. Like Michelle Yeoh is in it. Russell Crowe is in it.
Wow, really?
David Tennant. Yeah, it's like
And it's an
frickin'
animated?
Murderer's
Yo
Row here.
and Crow.
He had to go there.
Continue.
Crow.
You invited him. I'm just saying.
I did. This is on me.
Wait, am I Dan's +1?
Seem to be.
That
go with
that seems to apply. Yes.
Oh.
Hmm.
Don't put this all on Dan. I'm just like a stain on Let's Racing Time you just can't quite scrub out.
Oh, that's interesting.
Where am I going? Why am I here?
Oh, I
what
always
am I
get
even
that
doing?
All right, Pog again.
But yeah, I found myself enjoying it quite a bit. So I mean, if your nephew likes that game, Bob, and if he has access to Paramount Plus,
Yeah, I'll tell him
Probably
about
should
it.
watch that.
Yeah, if nothing
Like I said,
else.
I
Next
knew
time he's
nothing
over,
about
he
the
might want to
game,
watch
never
it here.
played it.
Yeah.
knew nothing. and I got into it quite a bit. Like the fight choreography is really good.
Well, like I told Dan, and when it was just me and him, like he got me. We sat there when he was over the other day, like a couple weeks ago, watched the entirety of. Oh crap, Dan! What was it? It's Hotel what? It's what hotel? Has Been Hotel.
Has Been Hotel.
Yeah, which I actually really liked, and I would never have watched it on my own. But it's you know, the inversion on the the hell heaven trope theme to an extent whatsoever. But but like it's the Invader Zim animation, So I love the animation, and then like it's got like at first it seems like it doesn't have anything, but then you find out it's got like incredible character development with it. It's pretty surprising. It's pretty remarkable actually. Of course he doesn't have. Oh, God.
Everyone has told me to go check that out, and I just haven't bothered yet. There are many more animated things I need to go and look at. I think.
Did you watch our other cartoon, Bob?
No, we didn't watch it. The Hell of a Boss.
Hell of a Boss.
Yeah. We didn't watch the we didn't watch the last season. We watched the whole first season of Has Been Hotel.
I think there's only the one, isn't there?
No, there was two.
Season 2?
There was 2 seasons.
No, there's one.
I thought it was. I thought he had more episodes.
Nope, she doesn't.
Okay. No, I'm talking about that he was watching, the thing he was watching on. I thought there was a whole nother season that he could watch.
Oh.
It might have been the season, like the season 1 is Hell of a Boss. I don't know. I don't know how they've structured it.
I know they tie in though. They tie in, don't they? Like it's the same animation style. And it's A24, by the way. So like I'm like, well, as soon as he started it, I'm like, well, okay, this is gonna be quality.
It's an indie animator who's doing it.
Yeah.
Like the whole VizPop team.
Yeah, I mean, look, generally speaking, anytime I see A24, I'm like, okay, this is at least I know it's gonna be decent. It's.
Man, I sure do hope that stamp of quality continues.
It hadn't failed me yet. I mean, just to be completely fair, to be fair.
Damn it!
There we go.
Try this again. Much better.
All right, Vince McMahon.
All right.
It was me, Austin.
Damn it. Okay, things are fine now.
Everything's fine. Everything's perfectly fine.
Perfectly fine might be stretching it. Fine is about where I'm sitting.
That's what I needed.
Is this even where I want to be?
I'm probably in last place. I haven't played this in
It
a
is
while.
very so. Just to be honest with you, the way these seeds roll, that's almost an impossible thing to tell. Like you can be like way behind everybody, and then the items just roll for you just perfectly, and all of a sudden, bam, you're fighting Zeramus. When Dan quits talking for any length of time, we assume he's already made it there. But
you could say, "Bam, Theramus is Zeramus."
Damn it, baby girl, don't get down.
Oh no, you're getting chunk seed.
I guess it's not a seed if she doesn't do that.
You've been having that happen a lot here recently.
Which is funny because like when I'm not streaming something, like I could sit here and play Elden Ring for 4 or 5 hours and she wouldn't budge. Like she's perfectly happy, and and then like we start playing this at night. Nope, gotta go run around. Whoa.
That's free.
Blah. Blah. Sakura blah.
This is hilarious watching the stream right now.
Why?
Why?
No reason.
For reasons you can't disclose, you're finding things that are hilarious. Yeah.
Yes. How can I put this?
That's not good.
I'm seeing double or maybe more.
You'll see a lot of that,
More
with the exception of Destel, who routes completely differently. Me and Dan route almost the exact same, and we usually spend like large parts of the game doing the exact same thing. Even when we think one of them's taking a gamble and doing something the other one wouldn't.
Cecil did a thing, and that I regret.
Destil did a thing that you regret?
Cecil.
Cecil.
Oh, Cecil did a thing.
He's saying he's in last place, and I've got 4 party members, so I don't without a Cecil, so I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
See, this is the other problem: is my allergies have kicked my ass this year, and like I'm just so plugged up I can't even hear right now. It's rough.
I thought he was saying Destil too, so don't feel bad.
Where am I going?
I did that stupidly.
Straight to hell, just like your mama said. Or wait, the line is just like my mama said.
Damn. That's cold.
Are you too old for that song though? Like, are you too young for that song? Do you not remember that? Sheep's go, I'm going straight to hell, just like my mama said.
You will never be able to tell what I am either too young or too old.
I know, that's why I ask.
That's
That's why I ask, because it does it with you. It's a crapshoot, you know.
I'm not familiar.
Okay, that was real. That song was real. Got a lot of radio play when I was in when I was in high school. I kind of get it confused with Cake. You know, sheep go to heaven, goats go to hell. But so I can't actually remember who did the other one.
And we're good.
Hey, there's a blow.
You found them.
Really? Okay, there it is. Jesus.
Basically, I just got screwed over by Cecil, like, auto-targeting, like, the exact wrong person, and it just massively delayed this entire fight.
Right.
I can't remember if it was Blau and she was getting on my case about, like, being too young or too old for a reference, or if it was Cardle. I've been having some real salty conversations the last few nights. Oh, where are we going here? Okay, I've got a thing that I need. Okay.
I mean, I will win this fight. It's just gonna take a minute.
That's so Buttface. That's destiling a fight.
Oh, that's what Destiling a fight.
Yeah,
Too much
yeah.
time in a fight when going and doing something else and then coming back would be faster.
Yeah, Destil will stay in a fight to the point that he changes his address, voter registration, and driver's license.
But I will win.
Consistent.
But he will win it. Yes, yeah. Let's be clear on that. He will win it.
This is technically doable, and I know, and you know what? I'm already here. Oh, it's the sunk cost fallacy. Except it works.
It really is.
It's not a fallacy if it works, right?
I mean, it's not a fallacy if the alternative cost is unknown. Like, I don't know if I spend 20 minutes going and looking for gear, if I'll actually get through it faster, or if I've just wasted 20 minutes.
Right. Yeah.
Definitely one way to look at it.
And it kind of, the way it kind of rolls is that if you don't do the fight, almost always you get screwed. If you made whatever decision you make, it's the wrong one, basically. So.
I could never relate to always making the wrong decision.
No, you wouldn't know anything about that, would you?
No, definitely not. Also, don't watch my Metal Gear Solid Let's Play. Just don't do that.
Hey, you know what? You didn't do too bad in that Vulcan Raven fight.
I need to watch that. I keep forgetting that you've got that out.
It's like, it's funny watching you do, like, at first you do things wrong, but you're learning. And that
Yes,
learning is
this is-
very funny.
This is why I don't do blind playthroughs. I always come in with at least one test play and some notes under my belt.
So, Buttface, I have one of my best friends. The way he played he didn't sneak past a single guard in Metal Gear Solid 1.
Are you serious?
I can't
He just face tanked the whole game?
He face tanked the whole game.
Jesus.
I bet that's pretty reasonable on the default difficulty, yeah.
I am playing on normal. I don't know what.
Like MGS2 was the one where, like, not killing anyone kind of became a thing. Like, there are big rewards for it in MGS1, but, like, it's not really, like, they don't start you with a trank gun, right?
Yeah, it's like, that was, I think,
Like,
not
that was a little bit
starting
more
with
of
a
an
trank
open,
gun.
like, you can approach this game however you like. And then MGS2 kind of became, yeah, you're supposed to be a stealth guy, so don't kill anyone.
Yeah, I'm the best. Oh,
The best.
I would
I
say-
bet.
like
What are you
MGS1
playing?
not giving you the trank gun is equivalent to MGS is equivalent to what is it? Mega Man X not starting you off with the dash boots.
Oh, okay, I was gonna say the charge shot, but yes.
No, it starts you off with the charge shot.
MGS1 or Mega Man 1? Oh, you're right. Sorry, I'm thinking of the upgraded charge. No,
Right.
You're right. It does start you with the basic charge.
Oh. They've updated this video game since the last time I played it. Oh no. Oh
What
God.
are you playing?
I'm playing Pseudo Regalia, which is an old school 3D platformer. That was released like in 2022. It's just like an indie game it tickles all the parts in my brain that make me think that Mario 64 is one of the best games of all time.
Blau, if it had started you off with Raiden right off the bat, then it would have been like X. It would have been like X7.
Like, one of the things like Buttface won't like appreciate about like Metal Gear Solid 2 is they didn't tell anybody Raiden was in the game.
Yeah.
So, not to spoil my Metal Gear Solid 2 playthrough, because I'm not done yet. I'm still playing it.
Mhm.
I'm here tonight guest starring, instead of sitting down and recording Metal Gear Solid 2, which is what I should be doing. But like, I'm like, oh, at one point I'm like, oh, so are we gonna be like going back and forth between these characters, and that's why it's Twin Snakes? And I'm like, or not Twin Snakes. What's the subtitle for it? Something stupid.
Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty, yeah.
That's what it is. So I'm like, oh, so is this? Are we the two sons here or something? And then later on, I'm like, no, I'm sticking with this Raiden guy for a while. Okay, so maybe Snake is just like a code name that gets assigned to different people.
Yes.
And
that actually is true.
Well, right, and every game is going to be a different Snake. So now I'm almost kind of expecting 3 to just switch it up again. So I'm excited. I'm
that's
excited
not
to see where this goes.
Yeah, not.
No spoilers, Bob. Again,
Okay.
I'm going in literally as blind as I can. I have avoided Metal Gear Solid because everything sounds made up. Like if you like, I've heard that there was like, yeah, this guy gets possessed by a ghost arm of your dead clone brother, and I'm like, sure, whatever. You're just making that up. But no, that happens. I understand.
The greatest trick that, well, I don't know if saying this would be a spoiler, so I won't say it. But I mean, do you know anything about the general plot of Metal Gear Solid?
No,
like,
not at all.
How much do you know?
I know nothing. I literally, like, again, I don't
well,
know.
I mean, let me rephrase
completed
it.
Metal Gear Solid 1.
You've completed Metal Gear Solid 1. So you know that, Liquid Snake and Solid Snake are, they're bros.
Two brothers.
Yeah.
Brother.
So because you know that, I can say that the greatest trick that Hideo Kojima ever pulled was essentially taking the plot of the movie Twins.
Yeah.
Sure, you know what? Sure, Dan.
That's what it is.
You
have to remember, in 1997 or 1998, whenever that game came out, and I'm playing it, and I get to the bit where you have to understand, beating Rex was one of the most difficult boss fights.
Oh, it was a bitch and a half. Yeah, that's not even.
Wait.
Yeah.
You're gonna. So
Yeah.
I have to decide. Do I cut down this into a my 2-hour Rex fight?
You should do a
into
super
its
cut.
own video. Nope. You guys are getting a 2-hour fucking video. Fuck you.
So, I think I
Someone else
disagree
can do
with
the
your
compilation.
like you're bitching and moaning about Metal Gear Solid. I disagree with everything except for the Rex fight. That fight is unconscionable.
The
I
Rex
hate
fight
it
is
so
bullshit.
much.
Yeah, that the Rex fight is just, oh god.
Unconscionable. You heard it here first. You know what? I would almost go so far as to say it's egregious. Wouldn't you agree there, Blau? I'm just waiting for her to get back salty about that.
It's it's that, like, well, you're not at 2 yet, right? So I can't say anything.
I'm midway through 2, but I
Okay.
haven't. Yeah, like just
Okay.
hold off
Yeah.
on
I've got a
general
hold. There's a
spoilers.
thought I've got to hold on to, but yeah.
So, like, but the thing that I was talking about, it was that in the all of the lead up to the thing, like they showed, they had demos press demos that they sent out. They had all this stuff, and they had like snippets of the tanker chapter, and like all the screenshots that they sent to
just
magazines and everything.
Cutscenes
Like,
with Pliskin.
It wasn't Pliskin.
Yes.
It was literally they just like you were
They
playing
showed
with
the
Snake.
tanker.
That you were playing. It all had Snake instead of Raiden. Like the playable, the stuff they sent to the people, the demos and stuff. All of it. It was a big like psyop, like hiding Raiden's
It was,
existence.
yeah, he's absolutely correct. Like, it was one of the biggest bait and switches in history. Like that.
Yes.
That's why that game's got such a checkered history with it. It's like, it is.
Well,
It is.
One of the themes about Metal Gear 2 is that digital information is unreliable.
Yes.
Like that's literally one of the things they're saying in the game.
But
I
yeah,
haven't got to that as a theme yet, but I wouldn't be
It'll-
surprised.
give it a minute.
So
Yeah.
It'll get
anyway,
there.
So what I was saying is 1997. Whenever I'm playing this game, I'm in like 8th grade, I think. Whatever. Actually, no, it was freshman year of high school. Because
Yeah,
it was
I was in high
the
school
fall
when the
of
game came out.
1998.
Yeah.
And so I've beaten Rex. Like, this has taken me hours or however long I'm playing to beat Rex. Like, it just took fucking forever. And I'm sitting through this cutscene where Liquid Snake is talking about L'Enfant Terrible, and he's
L'Enfant
describing the
Terrible,
shit.
yeah.
I'm like, this is Twins. I'm being trolled, right? This is the plot of the movie Twins. This is literally what it is. Together, outside and in.
we were having Buttface and I were having a discussion last night in Discord over like game developers with their butts, their heads like all the way up
All
their
the way up
butts.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah, we
yes.
sure were.
And Kojima is like king of that, but like
Yes.
we were also talking about Remedy, Alan Wake Control, and Sam Lake is also firmly up his own butt,
Oh, entirely.
and it's great, but
He's got a
like
sauna in there. No?
let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to kill a robot eye.
That's fine. Yeah, do as you do.
Bitch.
Robot eyes must die and all that. But no, Sam Lake absolutely has a nice little cozy sauna up his ass.
But I really do enjoy the Remedy games because every one is better than the last one, and they've really kind of mastered that like game to movie aesthetic.
Control was the first time they worked as like actual games. I did not enjoy Alan Wake I enjoyed the story of Alan Wake. I did not enjoy the game. of
Alan Wake, the gameplay of Alan Wake got a little rough in some places. Overall, it was fine, but like it got pretty rough in some places. Like, I'm not going to disagree with you.
Shit.
Alan Wake 2 is much more fun to play.
Oh, entirely. Can we
Ooh.
just maybe just do that? Just do that better over here. What if this was better? Just not where it
Better,
was?
better.
Oh, I forgot to check somewhere. I'll have to go back to the surface and check those.
There we go. I can pogo hop. It's fine.
There's... Okay, so I'm going to tell everybody where I'm at. I'm in the Tower of...
Babel.
the Tower of Babel, and coming up from the underworld, and there's that one tile that when you're going up that looks different, and it bothers me every time.
I know the tile you're talking about.
Why don't you make a mod to fix it?
You could just hack your RAM before you feed it in your ROM before you feed it.
We
into the
could
game.
go in the FF4FE Discord and say, hey, can we fix this tile?
Well, they won't do that. They don't like changing the original game, but you could just change the ROM before you feed it in. Probably have to make sure the checksum still checks out, but I don't think actually. I don't know if it actually does the checksum. Like I know a Game Boy doesn't, but I haven't actually gotten into SNES assembly yet.
Ow! Jesus.
Ah.
I took a fall.
No, cat.
I don't have any rods, and my
Your
black
rods for
magic.
sale.
Yeah, there are, but they're all hyper expensive.
No, there's charm rods.
Charm rods are 30,000. They're hyper
No,
expensive.
they're 20,000.
No, they were 30,000 when I saw them, but the other one was
You were not
20,000.
looking at charm.
You wrote down the wrong amount, but okay.
Bob, I'm going to go into.
But Dan, and if you do, I'm going to ignore every word you say. So, because at this point, you should realize I'm dug in, and it doesn't matter what you do because you're not playing my
it's the
seed.
principle of the thing. I'm going at the end of the seed. I'm going to go there. I'm going to post a screenshot, and I'm going to prove you wrong.
And I'm going to not look at it. So there we go.
Bob, it's okay to admit that you're wrong.
Nope.
Oh, that's a nope. That's a big old nope.
Nope.
Bob has started his reality distortion field. It's fun.
You think it ever went down? You think?
That, you know what? True. I need to go and spend a key in the library.
Why have I not done? I've definitely should have done that a while ago.
Look, I am fine with baby moding Tunic. Tunic is fine to baby mode. That game's too hard. It's Dark Souls.
I feel like you think every game that's remotely difficult is Dark Souls.
I didn't much
No,
enjoy
I mean like
Tunic.
Tunic is actual Dark Souls.
Tunic
I don't know
is-
anything about. To be fair, I don't know anything about Tunic, so I'm not gaining.
Like I kind of figured out what the gimmick was after playing it for 2 hours. I'm like, yeah, okay, we're done.
I was just making
Yeah,
a general
not really
statement
out
about
much fun with
Buttface, but I know nothing about the game. It may literally be Dark Souls. I just feel I hear that a lot.
Oof, that's bad.
That's not. It's not bad. You know, it could be better. It's less than good. in
Well, I need to
fact.
buy Cure 2s because I just used about 10 of them.
Jesus.
Well, see, it's Dark Souls up until the point that it then becomes a fool's errand and or 3 and 3. And
I can
then,
see it
and
doing
then I
that.
sit back and laugh and laugh and laugh.
Yeah, I can see it doing that.
Yeah, it sure does.
That was a good decision. I make good decisions.
That sounded sarcastic.
No, it's entirely just luck of routing. Like, it just happens to be the thing I naturally want to do.
And sometimes
That
that.
thing I naturally want to collect.
Yeah, sometimes that's the case.
Your RNG.
That's the fucking key I missed. God, I'm an idiot.
Yes. What does that have to do with anything?
Well, I missed
I'm
where
kind of
a key
agreeing with
was.
Treble. I'm not really sure how that's apropos to anything else, but
I'm just all over the place in my routing right now. I'm just having a good time. Sitting here with my friends, playing not Mario 64, watching some finals get fantasied.
Damn it.
What am I gonna do next? There's a whole lot of options.
The world is your oyster, and it's time to get shuckin'.
Hmm.
No? All right.
Do I want to lock in this party? I
mm,
want to lock in this party.
I also didn't get this key. Did I? No, I was
What I
just too
need-
busy trying to get my long jump.
What I need to be better at is marking when I check a town's item shop. So I don't not missing sirens and go looking through towns I already checked, but just didn't see anything interesting.
I know. A problem is I'll tend to go through it real fast and dismiss it and not realize that the siren was in there. Because it'll be like the bottom. It'll be at like the
It's sure
bottom
that,
of the
like-
list.
Yeah, no, my problem is that I go to a place, there's no sirens, and I don't write down that there are no sirens. I just I don't write anything down
Right.
because I don't want anything from there.
Always be taking notes.
I
But
have
then it
notes,
slows
I'm
you
just-
down. Hell.
Well, that's the trade-off of me because like it would slow me down so much to stop and write things down that it's that I lose less time by
I try to write things down
Backtracking.
during. I try
Like
to combine
cutscenes.
them or do it during like door transitions.
Right? Yeah. where it's-
I'm not that fast.
I'm not either. I
I'll
know
do cutscenes. but-
I know what it would take me to be able to do that, and it's not super feasible.
If Destel's looking for sirens,
I'm not. I'm just pointing out that like I
He-
didn't write down the cities that don't have sirens.
Yeah, he was
so if
just
I want
making a-
sirens later.
Yeah, he was just making a general point about his routing.
oh, okay.
Actually, I could go find some sirens right. I could go for some sirens right now. Like now that I'm looking at my party, I could totally. I just said I'd block this in. Yeah, I could go buy some sirens.
Oh, I'm probably not changing a party member at this point. I mean, I might do one, but like I'm pretty certain this is my final party.
I might drop
Who is-
Fusoya if I pick up another.
That was my
Fighters,
thinking. Is I might go back when it comes time for the grind. I might drop Fusoya and go pick up Porum and grind Porum real quick. But
There we go. That's what I was wondering. Bob was like, who your would drop for?
that'd be the only one at this point.
Okay, where am I going? What am I doing?
I'd personally like to have kept Porum, but I had another chance that didn't. It didn't make enough sense. There was another character that was too useful with the current item set that I had.
Infeasible in the interim.
Mm-hmm. And that happens sometimes.
Boy, I'd kill for a cane though. So many fucking spears.
Yeah, I know.
Well, this is
I
what
sold
I'm
a stupid Dragoon Spear just because I had so many of them. And I needed some cash.
Cash for your spears. Too many spears? Not enough cash?
And I wouldn't take Edge at this point, so... Even with the spoon. If I could get Riang for Edge, I would. But I'm not trading... Cecil for him. Or one of the mages.
Hmm. 14 of these fucking things, eh?
Really. Rally. I forgot to mark
Yeah,
that
they've
off.
added like a time trial mode to this, and it's like, go collect the orbs, and I'm like, I'm bad at video games. Don't make me do this on a time limit.
Love that virus sound effect.
Bang a
Yeah, it is one of the best sound effects for sure. I'm not effectively marking these bosses like I should
Wow.
be.
Okay.
It is amazing that Final Fantasy IV has two of the best like sound effects in any JRPG, possibly any video game.
Yep.
Right? Let's see. Oh, all right. You can't exit out of here.
Is the other one the Crystal Sword or what one of the spears is
Shang?
really good?
I'm gonna go with Shing Shing.
Crystal
Xing
Swords.
Xing, yeah.
Shing
Yeah.
Shing,
Shing Shing.
holy swords.
Yeah, any of the holy swords. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The Xing Xing and the virus sound effect.
Sing-a-ling-a-bing bang.
The virus sound effect is one they've never gotten right ever again.
Yeah.
Nope.
Actually, I'm a big fan of the Fire 3 sound effect.
Oh,
Yeah,
all the
it's a
sound
good
effects in this
one.
game are amazing. Actually, like this game is just works on every level. I think the biggest disappointment for me with the PRs was the reused spell graphics, and I didn't really like the spell graphics as much as a lot of the originals. Six finally got six. The people making 6 understood that watching the big fancy spells was part of the fun of the game, and actually they changed for 6. But the rest of them are reused through the entire PR series. It's really annoying, like disappointing.
Disappointed.
Like it used to be, you got a new Final Fantasy game, and one of the things you wanted to do was learn Firaga to see what the fuck Firaga looks like this time, because it's probably awesome.
Yep.
You mean Fire 3?
Like
He
literally,
knows what he said.
I don't understand it. Like, it takes 3 seconds to parse that. It's like,
No,
oh yeah,
I get it. I like the names. I think that they're thematically flavorful.
I've always
Don't
hated
ever
them.
let-
Like, I mean, I'm used to them at this point. Like, it's not something to complain about. But like, if you want my opinion on them, I hate the Firaga. I've hated it ever since they did it.
Firaja.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Firaja.
I also took Latin in high school, so to me this is like fine, whatever.
Right.
Just conjugating my spells over here.
Don't ever play
In
any
public?
SMT games.
Yeah, but they're
Don't ever
mostly
play,
Sanskrit
any old
names. That's
wizardry
complete. That's
games.
completely different. They're all based off Sanskrit words. It's completely different.
I haven't gone to the theater yet. That's where I'm
Latin's not fine, but Sanskrit's okay.
As a yeah, but
Well-
they all. I've also they didn't spend half of their series under one thing and then move it to another one.
Well, the other thing is it's a
Half.
localization thing. They're trying to be more authentic.
I don't
Wasn't really
care
half.
about authentic. Like I thought I've made that clear a long time ago that I have no interest in authenticity when it comes to translation.
Well, it had more to do with like
ROM
it had
memory
l-
space.
Yeah.
memory space.
And aesthetically, I just prefer it the other way. I've never liked that one. To me, the SMT ones have a kind of charm to them, and I just don't get it with this. Like, I just don't
To be
like
honest,
it.
weird one is Final Fantasy XI, where the AOE spells have
Yup.
Yagas, but they still have numbers on them
Right.
Yeah.
for the tiered spells.
So
And then they
like,
still also have to go into the Flare and Friends for the ultimate magic.
Well,
so like the thing that I always kind of saw is like it makes sense to me that like some like a setting like Final Fantasy VII they would be numbered, right?
Sure.
As opposed to I didn't heal. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Dead anyway. Yeah, either way.
There is a way.
so okay, here's another one then. Does anybody have an opinion on Final Fantasy VI changing lit to bolt?
Nah.
No. Wosley gonna do what Wosley gonna do.
I mean, I actually
Eh.
don't even know what the original.
I don't
like,
either.
what?
Which is one of the reasons I bring that up.
Lit
Where
again
am
was
I
just
even
a
going?
it was a character limit thing. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because there was 4 character spells in Final Fantasy 1.
So like, and they were just keeping it consistent. So you know.
Oh, I can't do that.
I don't even. What the fuck? What's the fucking point of this?
But like you have like Final Fantasy VII, a setting where canonically they have like Magitech research,
Mm-hmm.
and like so like it makes sense to me that like some dry ass scientist like Hojo would be like, yes, this is Bolt.
You can just say someone
This
who
is-
likes spreadsheets. It's fine.
Hmm.
Present company won't find offense in it too much.
Too much.
But like Hojo would be like, yes, this is the more powerful Bolt 2.
Bolt plus, Bolt plus plus. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Battle speed is not down, but this is taking fucking forever. Like the battle speed is all the way up, and like this battle's acting like it's set to all the way down. Because I'm just trying to get to one freaking character. I don't want anybody else to attack. I just want that one character to attack. Oh my god, the fucking cutscenes.
I've never had trouble with this before. I swear.
First
this
time
normally
for
doesn't
everything, Buttface.
happen.
I
Yeah.
don't remember if I bought the check the item shop here.
God.
All right.
I'm just in fucking Sen's Fortress right now, and it's getting me.
Yeah, Sins kind of sucks. You know, now when I play it though, I don't feel like it's near as bad as I remembered it being when I did it the first time.
I'm not playing Dark Souls 1, but I am playing something with a lot of.
Oh, I
pendulum-
know. I gathered that I
sights.
gathered the inference there, Budface, that you were just comparing the two.
Look,
Have a good
pendulum
night, Bob.
sights and Sen's Fortress go together like peanut butter and jelly. More video games need pendulum sights. you know?
Yeah. I mean, it is a very Castlevania thing to do.
No, that was
Yeah.
a Tomb Raider thing to do. They just decided to make you
Castlevania
play.
3 has them.
I'm pretty sure Castlevania and Castlevania 3 had them way before Tomb Raider ever existed.
Yeah, but not in a 3D space.
That's making an unnecessary distinction to me, but I see what you're saying.
Oh, unless you're talking about Castlevania 64.
No, I was talking about I was talking about NES Castlevania specifically.
No, I
but
mean like
yeah.
what I'm saying is unless you like include Castlevania 64, which who would do that?
Right.
Not me. This is a Christian household. That said, I actually don't think Castlevania 64 is that bad.
I don't either. I think it's a little bit
You're talking
unmaligned.
yourself into it. I'm listening to you do it.
Even even watching, I bought just because I didn't. want to spend the time to go through and play it. Like I watched like the full like LP of it or whatever, and I'm like, this isn't. I don't remember it being that bad. And watching it, this isn't that bad. Like it's got some jank and some faults. Don't get me wrong. It's got some.
It suffers a little bit from the 64 controller, and it suffers a little bit from all platformers like that, which is that you can't see, like, it's like judging where you're going to land is hard. Although not as hard as something like Fallout where you can't see your feet.
Right. Or you could do like us in this game where we say airshipping is the real final boss, like parking the airship.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Oh, wait. How many?
If you have to ask how many, not enough.
Okay. That's fine.
Always have more.
Oh, no, I'm like, how many objectives do I have? And the answer is just not enough.
Oh, there are sconces there. I didn't realize. I could probably just vook, vook. Yeah, you totally can.
Shoot. Shoo-be-doo.
Dude, sconces are the best. Turns out.
Buttface keeps making references to the game he's playing that we're all completely oblivious of.
you
So
guys
he could
can't
literally
see-
be
yeah,
saying
well-
you could literally say anything, and you know, it's like, I don't know what you're saying. You could say bananas are the best, and I'm like, okay, I guess that makes sense in the context of your game, but I'm lost.
Speaking of old 64 games, you know what old 64 game I've kind of been wanting to play?
Which one?
Conker's Bad Fur Day.
See, I never played any of them.
You don't want to do that on the 64, though. You want to do that on the Rare Collection.
Do I?
Yeah, you kind of do.
I'd love to play one I don't own that I'd love to own. I've never found a copy of it. Is I'd like to play Shadowgate 64 again because I loved it when it back in the 90s.
That's an opinion.
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was great. I don't care if it's controversial. It's just I really enjoyed it. I might not on replay. You know how those things go. Memory plays tricks on you and whatnot.
Anything got either of you to be jonesing that specifically?
No, it's just one I haven't played in it's one I have fond memories of that I haven't played in 20 years, probably.
I can't get this. But it has opened up.
I mean, sadly, that's probably more than 20 years now that I think about it, but yeah.
And any reason for the Conker Jones in there, Treble?
Just haven't played it in a long time.
Yeah, so same sort of thing.
Was talking about it to a friend of mine who we rented it back in the day. The person, like, when we rented it, like, that I played it with. So I got to thinking about it.
So there is a perfectly family-friendly, like, kitty Zelda-like Conqueror on the Game Boy. I want to say the original Game Boy. That is what I'd originally played. And then I saw that there was a Conker 64. Wee little butt face being like, I would like to play the Conker video game.
Cecil's such a bro.
Take that home and go, oh god.
Oh god.
Wait, is the helmet or the armor that prevents...
It's the armor. Yeah, it's the armor.
Still have that Dragoon armor.
They've added a noise to going into first person. That's throwing me off.
Wow, another spear.
Thanks, PETA.
Yep, it's already looking like the decision I made is the wrong one. Like this particular decision, So, Buttface, the point that I'm at here, there's a decision to make between two different things I can do, okay? And it is completely irrelevant what one I make because it will be the wrong one. Every time, without a fail. Like I will, if I choose to go one place, it's the wrong one. If I choose to go the other place, it's the wrong decision. It's the one consistent
that
thing.
Maybe someone else is there, but maybe someone else is there.
It's just, it's just, it's some weird quirk about how it works. It is just always the wrong decision. I make the wrong one. Like I'm incapable of making the right decision when it comes to that.
Oh, they've made these bigger. Okay, that makes sense.
Good. I needed that.
Shit.
Shit.
I missed it.
This is gonna be painful.
Oh, you're not gonna let me hit that from here, are you? You're gonna be a jackass about it. Now I'm low enough. Don't you hate it when video games are jackasses about
Come
things?
on, game.
Nope. 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 Nope.
That's a lot of nopes.
What if you didn't do that today, Trouble?
Wait, I used
Let's
to be
just-
afraid of these things when I was a kid, and they have like 200 hit points.
Hmm.
Like, I used to
don't-
think this is one of the scariest enemies.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Look, I'm just gonna let you know, Destel, I don't like the look of them. Like,
Yeah.
uh,
Well, no, I wasn't afraid of their moveset. Like, I can tell you right now, I thought they were terrifying because they have a really scary moveset. They don't live it long enough to do anything.
Final Fantasy
Stop
IV is
attacking
actually
that character.
Yeah, that's a common
Final Fantasy
complaint.
IV is not a hard game, unless you're playing the PS1 version.
Which is just hateful.
I would say unless you're playing the DS version.
Even the DS version's not hard. It's just it's built in such a way that if you have foreknowledge of the
Oh, yeah, you know what? That's true. The biggest thing that I didn't realize
fucks
because
with you.
that made the game take forever is Brace reduces damage from Bing Bang.
that was
Yes.
definitely words that I can understand in part.
It makes sense if you know the context.
No,
I thought Brace was purely physical.
But like, yeah, no, there
Yeah,
are
no, Final Fantasy IV DS and 3D is designed to fuck with people who know Final Fantasy IV.
yes.
Damn.
But I also think it's as legitimately like the ATB is cruel in that game.
Yeah.
Like you spend the entirety of the underground of the subterranean trying desperately to get stop and pin off before the monsters destroy you because the ATB is just cruel.
The ATB is also jacked up in to the PS1 version because like basically every monster on the field gets to go for every one of your guys
Wow.
essentially,
Oh,
and
God.
it's pretty
That
rough.
might actually be doable with the battle speed all the way down. So the question is, do I want to
yeah.
destal
Stick it
this?
out, Bob. Stick it out. You can do it.
Do I want to destal this or not? That's
Double down.
because it's impossible. I almost beat it with the battle speed all the way up and it attacking 17 times around. Like
You can do it. I believe in you.
it was almost. Again, it'll be the wrong decision if I try to do it. It will categorically be the wrong decision.
It's also the decision that I'm endorsing, so it's wrong by default, right?
It's true,
Don't do what Bobby Buttface does.
but I'm also
Okay.
stubborn as hell. So
Oof!
Well, there is that playing against your favor.
Oof!
that's a
don't think
genetic
this is gonna
precursor.
work.
I can't help that.
Huh, okay. This is turbo speed. This is not gonna happen, I think. You know what? We are gonna BAIL.
Get that quake off.
Well, I was definitely doing goofy there, but it worked. It worked. You know, sometimes you can just goof your way to success.
All right.
Can you?
Wow!
Does
Work
anybody
for Goofy.
remember which piece of the crystal armor is the one that gives you berserk immunity?
It's the armor.
Chris-
That's what Destal was asking. Yeah. It's,
Okay. Darn.
There is a Dragoon armor out there.
Where am I going?
I'd still rather have the berserk. I mean, rather have the crystal armor without an bar
Day
and
the
an
Cecil
Now,
went
once you get an
berserk.
Avenger, it's not a big deal.
Right. And they're in the seed, so I mean, we're all gonna buy. If we don't find one, we're gonna buy one eventually.
How Cecil got his groove back?
Well, Cecil never lost it. He just kicked butt and took names from day one. So
By names, you mean enlisted child soldiers, yes.
mm-hmm.
Those are the names he
No.
took.
Well, the Elder of Mysidia enlisted child soldier, like forced child
I was
soldier.
gonna say that really wasn't
Drafted him.
Cecil. That was the elder.
Bro, Why
Yeah.
does this keep happening to the same guy? What about Rydia?
This is, but again, this is also not really Cecil making these decisions. Like Rydia kind of got thrust upon Cecil, and he's like, "What do I do here?" Oh well,
Well,
I'm
to be
gonna
Enlist her in a war against the people that just slew her mother.
Well, like
As you do.
he wasn't doing that. Like he was protecting her because they were sending us hit squads after her.
Yeah.
And when the war like came, when they fought a war against Baron, he put her on the sidelines. So
It's that
That was
multiple
a mistake,
times.
by the way.
Yeah,
Yes, it
multiple
was.
times. Yeah, multiple times. It's like Cecil
Has anyone
fucked.
seen
Cecil
remember
took her with him to
Turnip's-
protect her because they were trying to murder her. So
Remember Turnip on Talking Time's comic about Rydia and Edge? I'll have to dig it
yo,
up.
I want to say I do,
have
but
to
I
go
can't
find
give
it.
you like a specific detail. Like that sounds really familiar.
Oh, hey.
Mm,
Speaking of Rydia,
Where is this nerd?
I
going?
will take a rod.
Hey, I did it, Buttface. It's not gonna be worth it, but I did it.
Ta-da! I couldn't tell
Alright.
you what it gets you, but you know, you were there anyways. You might as well.
It totally wasn't worth it. So, I told you it's gonna be the wrong one, and I'm gonna go do another thing. Oh my fucking god, you NPC!
Remind me not to stand in your way anytime soon. Jesus.
Oh, well, Dan already did it once, and you didn't even say anything when he did it. He cussed as bad as I did on the NPCs.
Where am I going?
Alright. Who's in the chair?
Dan Cussin doesn't quite have as much of a pop as yours does, though. You pop off
I
like
know.
some fireworks.
It's
You've heard
just
me
the
in-
it's just the accent. That's all it is.
Oh. Oh, that. Oh. Oh.
Dan, you catch people off guard because you're usually very mild mannered, right? Like that's
You've
the
heard me
thing.
go nuts in Mario streams.
I have heard you go nuts in Mario streams. I also heard you go nuts in the cut
Ow.
hide stripping that you did for giving that one song. I can't think of it. Oh my god, my brain just completely blanked. Nope. Forget where I was going with this one.
In Weird Al podcast.
That was it. Jurassic Park. That's what it was called.
I don't think I cursed you out on that.
Oh, that was all cut. That was from behind the scenes thing. You just went on a 15-minute tirade cussing me out.
I'd have to go back and listen to the stems because
Oh
I
damn
don't.
it! You're the one person who can.
Yeah,
Fuck.
if I had enough hours in the day, I'd go and do the supercuts.
Oh no. I'm lost. Absolutely lost. I had an extra key somehow. I forgot a key and I got an extra key. This is a problem.
Alright, after this I gotta figure out where the fuck I'm at. I don't know. Routing's too open.
Yeah, it's not gonna work. All right. Not with this particular party makeup. I'm not gonna be able to make this work even on low battle speed. Which sucks.
Okay.
What's the grumble of indecisiveness?
Well, I'm not grumbling I'm thinking about doing a bad thing.
Okay, so but in case he does what I think he's going to do, Buttface, you have yet to be acquainted with what pulling a Dan is and what pulling a treble is. So pulling a Dan is not saving properly. So let's say I forget to save and I lose a lot of progress. That is pulling a Dan. Pulling a treble is going to the moon
Too early.
probably before it's prudent to do so.
Gambling that you can survive enough treasure chest fights to level
Honestly,
up.
we should pull trebles more often, but
Yeah, we talk about that a
feel-
lot. There's been seeds where
I feel attacked.
well,
attacked.
there's been seeds lately, Treble, where it's been objectively the right thing to do, and we just don't do it. You know.
Bloodface, look what I'm doing and tell me how attacked I feel.
You feel well, you know. You had to do it though, right?
Yeah, but see, I'm the opposite. I take it to the logical extreme of not going to the moon, while I will absolutely refuse to go to the moon until I have literally no choice.
Pulling the other trouble is that I do that they have never like coined is I will try and fight Zeromus way earlier than it is advisable.
Oh yeah, you'll try to do it with people still in like the 30s, and like just to see if you can force your way through it. Destil does sometimes. Like he'll every now and then fight one really early.
Where is it?
Nope, not here. shit.
You also have it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's information at least.
I'm
Alright.
fighting this so stupidly.
Yeah, he'll get her done, though. I believe in you.
This is what I should have did in the first place.
Okay. I knew there was one other one. That makes me feel a little bit better what I just looked at.
The thing you just learned.
Yeah.
The one thing that I absolutely hate about having Fasoya in the party is his there is no good way to not have his spell list be absolutely jacked up.
Yeah, I do waste a little bit of time with that, but it doesn't overly hurt me.
Shit, where are the Avengers? I thought they were in Troya.
No. They're Mizidia or Silvera, I think, or maybe they're one of those
No,
three southern.
I
They're
didn't write that. That might be
I haven't
a
gotten to
typo.
Mysidia.
Agard.
God.
I think
Agard. Okay.
I think they're
That
Agard.
makes sense.
Yeah, they're one of the
Agard makes
southern.
sense.
They're one of the southern ones.
I definitely checked Agard already.
I probably should go do that. I can probably afford to go get that.
Fuck! Oh, hell.
Oh hell.
Oh hell no!
Hell
I'm having a
no.
bad time.
Hell to the no. Hell to the no, no,
Can
no, no,
I
no.
Do a big skip this way. Nope, that's very far away. Holy shit, that's very far away. I have learned a thing today.
Yeah, I probably checked Agard.
That's also when you push a southern woman to the logical extreme. Once you start hearing "oh hell no" from your mom or somebody else, then you know you're in trouble. That and all three names.
That's a northern
God.
thing too.
Nope, not here.
Oh my
God.
about to go Daniel John. It's like that's very. Nope, that happens in the north too.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
the three name things. If you get middle named,
Oh yeah.
If I hear my middle
you're
name at
done
all,
fucked
but
up.
all three names, like well, there's a difference between hearing Andrew Marcus and hearing Andrew Marcus James. Okay, like if I just hear Andrew Marcus, that's one thing, but you hear all three names, oh dear God, some shit's at the fan.
My mom, it's like
defecation has hit the oscillation.
Right.
my mom never uses my last name, but like she says my middle name, she'll look at me and go Nicholas Wayne.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'll be like, oh no, what did I do?
See, for me, it's usually not the what did I do, it's what didn't I do? What did I forget? Oh god.
Nah.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just me.
It was
chasing
Kaipo.
the three goldfish that live
Okay.
in my head.
See, I knew it was Kaipo because I mean I haven't checked the stores in Kaipo yet. so-
Kaipo was the last place I thought it would be because I checked it and I did not remember it being in Kaipo. I didn't remember anything being in Kaipo other than Protect Rings.
Gone the long way around in the underworld because I didn't fucking remember where I was going.
All right.
God damn it.
I hate this turn order, by the way.
All right.
It's a bad turn order.
Yeah.
They're
Well,
bad turn order.
good. It's fine if you got it's fine for single targets. Terrible for multi-target. How about that?
No, I didn't. Oh, fuck, I did put the bridge out. God damn it. The one time I... Hail! Ah,
Are
hail.
you fucking kidding me?
Where the fuck?
This is the dumbest fight in the game. If they would have just left this fight out of it, I would have been perfectly happy.
I do not think I knew that that enemy could do that.
That happens to us every now. My God, none of this stuff shit.
know.
Yeah, I don't. What is it? Pale Dim? I didn't realize had multiple. I thought all magic encountered Quake.
No,
Magic, every
it only
magic has
it only
yeah.
does summons with Quake.
Yep. Yep.
Like its normal magic counters
yeah, your
slow.
black magic is yeah. Your normal is yes, physical account, but you're like you can just sling black magic at it all day.
Yeah. Yeah, it's got a unique
And I
sound.
had always gone through that fight just having my just twiddle their thumbs because I thought it counted everything. With
And I do the opposite. I always forget that it counters summons until I use a summon on it. I never remember that going into it.
There's no reason for me to be doing this other than for style points.
Well, that's the best reason.
Now we've got a plan.
Where the fuck?
So far, this has been a giant waste of time.
Okay. We're halfway to step 2. What does halfway to step 2 look like?
Step 1.5.
Kind of like halfway to step 1, just a little bit further.
Oh, we're halfway there.
I was thinking it too, and just didn't. I was just almost said it. Oh.
Where is heal? Heal.
Ah, heal.
There it is.
Okay, that wasn't as worthless as I thought. That might actually make my life better. Fucking shocker. I didn't waste way too much of my time, just some of my time.
Wasted a lot of mine.
Inventory management. Done.
Isn't that Oh man, my brain is not working today. Okay, hold on. I gotta look this up.
You fucking kidding me?
Yeah, that is a Kurt Vonnegut quote.
What one?
It's the first part of the humans are dancing animals. It's that like people are on Earth to just waste time. Where is it?
Oh, I see what happened now.
Yeah, I saw that one the other day.
I see what I did wrong. I knew something wasn't right there. My God. Like that entire piece of junk. Like,
Yeah. Okay. All right. I satiated my curiosity on that one. Back to the video game.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
Okay.
routing the underground is definitely the weakest part of my ability to play FF4 Endo. Like, it is. No matter what decision I make, it's the wrong one every time. In every step of the way.
Man, I keep seeing double, and it keeps being not the same people.
Yeah, you get. We've tried to tell you, you get that a lot. You get that, like there's.
I know. I just love when it happens. I'm like, oh.
It's a pretty common recurring theme on this. So.
Yeah.
So let me ask this. I'll circle back, buttface, slightly to the Beetlejuice thing. Do we know anything specific about the game? Like, I mean, about the movie? Like, is like Jen Ortega supposed to be Lydia's daughter or something? Or because that's normally the trope they would go. But yeah, but that's the basic trope they always go with.
I don't want to say I have no hopes for it, but
I don't
if
have
it's
a
good,
lot.
I will be pleasantly surprised. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
And I refuse to dedicate any more time and attention to like keeping up with that movie news.
Yeah, I mean,
other
the
things that
the
might
fact that I
surprise
watched the trailer is about the maximum amount you're going to get out of me with it. So, and again, it was the most nondescript, nothing burger trailer you'll ever see, probably. Like, just nothing happens in it. It's just here's a bunch of random scenes. Oh, Catherine O'Hara's back in it. Oh, Lydia's back in it. Oh, Jen Ortega's in this.
A decade on, and friggin' Birdman just gets more and more depressing.
I know.
I gotta go rewatch Birdman.
I never have watched
I've
it.
been meaning to.
It's a good movie.
I hear that, and I can't explain to you why I'm reticent to watch it. Like, it's like I've heard literally I've never heard a single negative thing about it.
See, what I less so want to like rewatch it, and more so is I just want that soundtrack for the runtime for a little while. Like I just want that curated jazz drum going on. It's good. It's a good time. It's nice and snappy.
Oh,
Okay.
Hell, where am I going? What am I doing?
Oh.
Nice
How do you
trying to-
get there?
Trying to get to the end of the game is what I'm trying to do. I went and got all the MacGuffins that I care to get, and there's like 2 or 3 that I don't care to get.
Okay. Sure.
30
Yeah.
GP. I'll try not to spend it all in one place.
And you won't have to try very hard.
Are you even gonna try and spend
think I-
things anymore?
I really would have to try to spend.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna be a little bit of effort.
Like I don't know what costs less than 30 GP. Dan
I think
apparently knows.
Cure Ones cost like what, 50 GP?
Yeah, so
All right.
I'd have to find some way to split up the other money I have, so that's like the overflow amount, right?
5 keys, 7 health, 1 spare key. I guess I could go and get like an extra outfit if I really.
Life
cared
is so
about
much better now that I know that Bahamut ignores magic defense or magic evade. Defense apparently is bugged.
Well, you didn't know that?
Evade is all that mattered. Did not know that for years. Did not
Yeah.
know that when we started playing these.
Yeah, it's the only thing that will occasionally hit what's her face, Barbarisha.
Barbalicia, yeah.
Yeah, it is the,
Barbarisha.
and it doesn't always. Oh, that was weird.
I'm
Chit.
I'm doing a gamble here. We'll see if this pays off or if I'm just being dumb.
God damn it. Gotta run out of life potions at this rate. Gotta be careful with those.
All right.
I mean, if you don't just
Hey, what if
buy
you
like
get
20
in?
life
What
potions
if
when you
you
find
get
I
in?
don't
it.
know. I don't
I do
remember
every
that I was in.
time.
I might have bought. I bought 10 life potions, I think, already.
Even if I don't need them, I do it every time just in case.
Yeah, I
'cause,
bought 10 life potions and 10 heal potions is usually my
Yep.
amount.
That's me too. Anytime I see
Heal
either of them, I
potions
go ahead and
definitely
do
paid
it.
off. Potions have already paid for themselves.
It's one of the things where you might never need them, but if you don't do it, you definitely will.
Yeah. I've had the seeds where I didn't buy the heal potions. Those were miserable.
Yep.
But it's also
Boss
annoying
is
that
such a
Unicorn doesn't seem to work.
joke.
Like, I had that fight with the stupid Team Lunars where we got all those goddamn status ailments and Unicorn one doesn't actually work.
Oh yeah, I remember there was that one that was kind of the genesis for the whole Destiling thing, where you beat them using the magic strategy with heal potions, and took forever. Really, I guess I shouldn't complain about that.
How
Waste
did
of
you end up
time.
over there?
Yeah. Again, speaking of wastes of time,
This is fun.
And you go, oh, not.
Oh, hey. Hello. That is a thing
I'm
I will wear.
down like, God, down to a ridiculously small amount of things to do.
It'd be nice if I had Bacchuses for this fight, but I do not.
think they've beefed up this final boss.
They
something
were
fierce.
Buckeye were in
They're barren.
Baron, yeah.
Yeah,
There's
Bacchus.
your
I
recipe,
always
I'm
buy
gonna
1 or 2 silk webs. I don't always buy 1 or 2 Bacchuses. I think with this team, this makes sense.
Oh, never mind.
I mean, I'll want
GG
them
game
for
done.
Yang. I will want Buckeye for
Yang.
Yang. Yeah, I want to buy that before the fight, but that's
Well, just not having multiple white magic casters, like, it makes a lot of sense to buy a decent number of Bacchuses. If you have, like, Fasoya and Rosa and someone else, then it's not as big a deal.
all right. Now what? Well, I only have 2 options, so I guess we're gonna go do one of those 2 options, and I don't like either of them.
Okay, so I started about 10 minutes before you guys, according to my save file completion data. All right, let's see if someone can pull this out in the next 10 minutes.
It'd be a PB if we did, and even Destil hadn't done it in an hour 35. Not. God damn it.
No, hour 45 is what it took me to get through Pseudo Regalia.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would be Dan. Dan, didn't you get one sub that? It was either you or Destil have the record on that. Didn't you have one that rolled crazy, like an hour 40 or something?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I've had like an hour 42.
I know Destil's was an hour 45, and he had the record in this. But I want to say Dan beat it in one that just rolled perfectly.
I'm looking forward to after the race because I don't know, something hit me the other night. I was craving some like ginger peanut noodles.
That's a sentence I will never say never in life.
Not a fan of ginger?
No, or that combination.
Nope.
I am notoriously not a fan of ginger. Yeah, it's,
like just something like twigged in
okay,
me.
fine.
I was like,
Yeah.
it was like 7, 8 o'clock at night, and I was like, man, like I already come home from work. I was not going shopping. We weren't doing anything. I was like, I want ginger peanut noodles. Spencer was like, okay, well, you know what? You can still go to the store. You can go get that if you want. I'm like, I think maybe I will. So I picked up a bunch of stuff for that, and that's what I'm having for dinner tonight. Making me some stir fry.
more in a waste of time for 200, Alex.
Yeah, but you didn't know it was a waste of time at the time.
Well, and that's been the problem with this entire debacle I've had going on so far. Black shirt don't do me much good when all of my casters have sorcerers on. One advantage is
Black shirt has more defense.
No, it's worse in every way than the sorcerer.
You know, and I'm just gonna run to the save point here.
If they had made it like the white, like plus 15, like the white shirt, it'd be one thing, but. Oh my. Ugh. I have one thing I can go check, but if I go do it, I'm still facing a particular problem.
That sounds like a you problem.
Oh, it's definitely a me problem.
That's an ish you, not an ish me.
I wouldn't go that far, but you know, but yes, it's definitely a personal problem.
See, the good thing is you don't need to go that far. I can go that far for you. It's fine. That's what I'm here for.
I wish I'd remember where some of the drops were. If I have enough cash left over, I might just buy them instead of switching
They
out for
are
a
in
mage.
Silvera.
Silvera, okay.
Wow, that was a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, that's been this Centaur seed for me so far.
Levels, though. Levels are nice.
Yeah, that's being a premium so far.
You'll appreciate the levels later, trust me.
This is easy in this slot.
You don't have it.
Why is nothing happening?
Alright, it's over. about to end this fight.
Yeah, this is easy in the slot.
Oh, right.
Well,
Yeah,
maybe
that's not gonna
I thought
work.
I'd already fought this one, but maybe I just now marked it.
No idea what that is.
That entire thing was a waste of time.
All right.
Entire thing. Like,
Okay.
You're just beside yourself with how.
yeah.
much
At this
of a
point,
waste
I'm
of
pretty.
time
It's
that was.
it's sheer incredulity. Like how much bullshit they can pack into this.
Ooh. Have to back out. Have to back out.
Turn, tail, and run.
Strategic. It's called strategic bail. Though it's usually a Z1R term.
Advancing in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm. It's going forward by retreating.
Only going
My
forward
planet
because we can't
needs
find
me.
reverse.
Well, see, Buttface, when you have literally 2 checks possible left, you know it's one of the 2. It's like you didn't want it to be because you just eliminated a whole bunch of them, and it's like, and
See, the RPG rando that I am butt deep in right now is the Paper Mario rando, and like I get it, all right, I understand, Bob. You're sitting there and like, do I do the super blooper fight? Nah, I don't want to do the super blooper fight. That's just one check.
Oh my god, okay. I'm alright. I'll be alright.
oh, he's fighting Zeramis and just got
That's
a kick out of it.
hilarious.
So, yep, he's just
God,
fighting
that's-
Zeramis.
That's just.
I don't know.
just
Did you
sad.
see Photographmas? Nothing's gonna be as good as that. that was
Yeah, I saw some photographs. I did that this morning or this,
Yeah.
this evening.
that was objectively the best one ever.
What was it?
It's-
I'm not familiar with what you guys are doing, but
you-
let me guess. Based off of what you just said, is Photographmas just the?
It is literally a giant picture of.
Nickelback
It is, yeah, a giant picture of the Chad Krager one holding a picture of Zeramis.
Okay, all right.
It is
Look
fucking
at this graph.
Yeah,
I got
it is
I-
what
I-
you think it is.
I'm picking up what you're putting down, ROM hacker.
It is the funniest thing. Son of a fuck! I tried to menu too fast and miss menued.
Delicious.
But is it magically delicious?
Well, now I'm out of the
There.
pamplemousse juice.
Yeah.
That one tickled your fancy?
That's a good one. I like it.
All right. I'll be here all night with more of them.
Oh, I don't have the.
Oh no, really? Fuck me.
Oh no, I
Oh,
don't
I
know
love
what
that
Treble
one,
missed,
too.
but I know that Treble missed something based off of those noises.
I came back to get to do something, and I don't have the hook.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is kind of weird to have gone this long without the hook.
I think I'm gonna go.
Hey, we've got an error in the chat now. all of a
Hey, what's
sudden.
up, Bear?
Hey, error.
Yeah, he comes by and hangs out every now and then.
It's weird being here on a Saturday without a Lord Enigma.
Yeah,
He's
they're
usually here.
usually not available on Saturdays.
Yeah, there will be no
I'm holding my tongue.
LRT next Saturday because I will not be around. I mean, you guys can do stuff you want, but I won't be around.
See, this is why I didn't want to do this one. It's not that it's not that it was going to be a hard check. It's just that it takes literally freaking forever.
Death by 1,000 cutscenes.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. That's an apropos way to put it. Yeah, I knew that had to be it. That's the least surprising thing that's happened to me all seed.
I think we're just calling this a 3-player race because Bob's thrown in the towel at this point.
Oh, there's no way I'm not finishing 4th. Like, I've been way behind the whole seed. Like, there's... I mean, it is weird in the, like, my methodical one, I will cover more. So sometimes I'll have these, like, crazy comebacks with it.
I'm trying to think of what other pun names they could do with Zeramus. I didn't know that was a feature of this. Have they just had a straight up Samus?
Yeah, we're trying to say it's 3 lights there instead of 4.
I bet there has to be a Samus. It's like
Yeah.
Okay. Well.
Okay, I figured that had to be the case. Not gonna bother with that right now.
I'm so afraid to spoil where people are, but I just read a thing wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very funny to me that I read it wrong. But now that I'm actually paying, like, attention to the stream, watching, trying to keep up with everyone and all their goings-ons.
Live in the cutscene again. Dude, just never have enough end table space here.
All right.
I can't believe I've held on for as many years as I have without, like, getting a third monitor.
If I had,
I felt that inkling for years at this
if I had reasonable space,
I just
for one,
don't have the physical space anymore.
Yeah, mine too. The way my setup is, if I had a reasonable space to put a third one, I'd have it.
monitor arms.
That's
No,
the
there.
thing that's holding me
It's
back.
not. It's not that. There's just no place to put it. Like,
The
there's
arm
no place
clamps.
to. There's no place to attach an arm that's
Clamps.
feasible.
Time.
Yeah, I knew he was
damn
fighting
it.
Zeramus.
My clock broke, so I don't know what my time
You're an
is.
hour 47. You hit like an.
I have our.
I had an hour 47 when you said it.
At 1:47:57.
Yeah.
That's not bad. It was a pretty fast seed.
Not for me. This has been one of the slowest seeds I've ever played.
I never found sirens, so I just killed stuff in the subterranean.
They're in.
Would've been maybe a little faster if I'd seen them.
They're in Tomra. I just found them.
Like I ever went there. Yep.
I only went there to
felt more
check.
fun
I
to
only
go
went there
kill
to check
stuff
if
than-
sirens were there, but I only have 8 key items, so they don't. It's not like they're going to do me any good.
I mean, the crystal was my 10th key item, so.
Yeah.
I think this is a case where pulling a treble.
Well, the nice thing was I had everything I
Oh,
needed
there
when
is
I went
one
to the
thing I
moon,
could have gone and do that I didn't go do.
So I didn't have to like worry about full clearing it. I could just open chests that were convenient along the way, which was a very nice feeling. Instead of trying to track every goddamn thing up there.
Yeah. I went to the moon pretty early to check chests, and I backed out after I got a specific item, and I realized I didn't have any more tents or cabins.
Mhm.
So I was like, I'll go out and do some of the checks out there, and that's where I'm at right now. So.
There we go.
Well, I guess I didn't need to buy that. Whatever.
I closed Joy to Key earlier, and I forgot to start it back up. That's why my timer wasn't working.
Oh,
I used Joy to Key to map the start button to my controller.
All right.
Thank you.
Howdy ho. Oh no.
Judging by what I've seen, what I was watching Destil do beforehand, some of y'all aren't far off.
Well, it's weird. Like the concept of far off is. Yeah, this ain't gonna happen.
Stop attacking him!
He's already dead.
I mean, yes.
Oh, well, thank you. That'll come in handy.
Yesterday. I'm gonna give this one shot doing it this way, and then I'm gonna bail.
All right.
Art.
Aight.
Art. G yet?
We
Nope.
outie.
You want to? Art.
Yump to.
You want to? Oh, when you get real dialect, we slur everything. I still have not gotten to attack.
Okay, what do I want to do?
Hit reset, because I've sat in this fight for a full minute and not even got to attack yet.
All right.
And I'm just gonna have to gamble that that's not a way forward. Much as leaving this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
I feel bad for someone paralyzed with indecision.
Desto, are you currently playing Magic?
Yes.
Yeah, he
Okay.
always does afterwards.
Just wondering.
I mean, this is an absolutely hateful format, and I'm just here to make it worse.
Mm.
Yep.
I have never got into Magic the Gathering, but I have, over the past couple of years, slowly tumbled into the Loading Ready Run and all of their Magic content, and so
Yeah, you got some
it is
good
just
stuff.
good. It's good background nonsense. Well, they're in my neck of the woods too.
Right, that makes sense,
I've
yep.
I've bumped into them. I've been there for the Desert Bus.
Desert Bus, yeah. Yeah, I don't play the modern incarnation of it, like the Commander or whatever. But I played the shit out of Magic Classic. Like I've got probably 10,000 plus classic Magic cards. That's absurd how many I've got.
That's how I approach Hearthstone when I play Hearthstone. I'm just there to suck the joy out of everybody else.
Well, that was when that was playing classic Magic with my discard deck. Like I'm not like I'm just that deck was designed to make the other player as miserable as you can possibly make another player. It was so fun. It was like it was the best deck I ever built, and like either you lost really quick or you won really quick, and oh, it was painful for the other player. Like okay, imagine that every turn you have one card in your hand and that's it, and you're getting damage every single turn because you only have one card in your hand.
Yeah.
And I'm killing every monster that you do just with instant death cards. Like,
Look, the thing is that in every game there's a winner and a loser. There's someone who's having fun and there's someone who's not having fun, and you are just stacking the deck in your favor to not be the one who's not having fun.
well, so at the very when I kind of got started was at the very end of the very late '90s, early 2000s when Onslaught was the main one, and Living Death decks were a big thing then. So we played a Friday Night Magic tournament with we were playing at that, and then after it was over, after we'd already lost out of it, I was playing my buddy, and he was using the Living Death deck, And on the very first turn, he gets, Living Death, does his thing, puts his 3 cards in the graveyard. He didn't happen to notice that I had already played Tormod's Crypt, tapped it, paid 2 mana, sacrificed it, removed all his cards in the graveyard from the game. He just mana burned himself out right there. Because once you do that, he can't win. Once you do
So, the 2 decks that I've been playing in current Hearthstone, I play for a few weeks every major expansion. Mostly centered around when they do a card rotation. They rotated Leroy Jenkins back into the game for some reason. Leroy Jenkins has Charge, which,
of course,
I think it's Charge in Magic too, where you can attack immediately.
Yeah,
Haste.
Haste.
Essentially
haste. Yeah. So there's Charge is so not anti-fun that they introduced a nerfed version called Rush, where they can attack immediately but can only attack other minions. So Charge is in the game, and then they have a bunch of hand buff cards where cards in your hand get plus whatever, and so you literally get Leroy up to 17, 18 attack, and then you drop it on the ground, and then you give it Wind Fury, which lets it attack twice. And
you are the motherfucker.
And then the other one I'm playing, they introduced a card where if you have played 5 dragons during the course of the game, you get to take 2 turns in a row.
Oh wow!
So basically, the setup is they have a card that you spend 2 mana, and the price of it goes down by 2. By that amount. So you can get it to 0 mana and then keep doing it, and then you put another card in play that makes copies of cards when you do this effect. So you get 5 or 6 of these 0 mana 8/8s in your hand. Then you play them all and this card that gives you an extra turn, and then the next turn you hit the opponent for 8 times 6.
Oh wow.
So yeah. You know what? YOLO.
Yeah, one of the so yeah, I'll tell you my other favorite one with that discard deck. I ended up selling a card, but I had this card called Scalp Alexis that was a flying 4/1 monster, and its unique thing was every time it does damage to a player, that player discards 4 cards, and if any of those 4 cards are the same, then you discards another 4 ad infinitum. So if you remember with Onslaught, mono creature decks were the big deal. So my buddy had an elf deck that I was playing, and he had 4 of each elf that he had in the deck. I decked him in 1 hit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. He went through his entire deck because he kept drawing lands or kept drawing
seeing the wind, or it's non basic, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you kept seeing this Well-Wisher. Yep.
Yep. Yeah, yep.
I started playing Magic around the same time.
Yep. Yeah, Well-Wishers were the big one. My favorite of the Onslaught ones is I had a cleric deck that was, you didn't lose, but you might not necessarily win because you could use the thing with the cleric lord and literally generate infinite life.
You can generate a large deterministic number of life. There are no infinities in Magic.
Functionally infinite. Let's put it that way.
So the way they handle infinite combos in Hearthstone is it caps at 50 repeats. That's more than enough to You're literally sitting there.
Doesn't your fuse burn out first?
You literally will legitimately be there for 20 minutes, while this animation plays out 50 times. But
this is weird.
Yeah,
okay, there we go.
Bob, it is very weird to be watching you do this.
Yeah. The bad part is I forgot about this for a while, and it's so stupid that I did. Yeah.
Yes, you did.
Mm-hmm.
It is very weird to be watching you do this.
Nope.
Oh.
Okay.
I thought those were all invincible to that. Interesting.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on.
Yep. That was just insurance.
It's a good thing I won the race already, because I'm playing Magic like shit tonight.
Are you?
I definitely dropped at least 2 games from players, including the one I'm playing right now.
Oh, wow.
I should never lose to fucking Rainbow Bridge, but I threw away both my cards to destroy enchantments, like 2 time walks right there in my hand. And this I'm not actually well keyed for, but I definitely could have slowed them down. Like my deck is not built to fight. I don't think I win here. Like I'd have to be on the draw and have a good hand to beat Angels consistently. But I'm not here to beat Angels. I'm here to beat fucking Rainbow Bridge. I'm here to beat fucking Galgos. And that's it.
You know,
As long as
ironically,
those players have to see their win rates go down, that's all I care about.
you know, ironically, that one deck, that deck, you know, that as much as I bragged about that discard deck, the one deck I couldn't beat with it was my buddy had a black and white Angel deck, and I couldn't. At the time, I didn't have murder cards. Like I had a few of the old Dark Banishings that'll destroy any creature. You know, they don't have the non-black text on them. But he'd have those Darkness Angels or whatever they were, and he kept murdering me with them. And so I just could not beat him with that deck. So I got so pissed. I got so pissed at him. I made a solid white deck that was just like little 1/1 soldier and knight cards, you know, little tiny ones. But I had 2 Wrath of Gods, a Kirtar's Wrath, and a Catastrophe in it. And all it was like a, what's the one that removes target attacking creature from the game? That's a white card from that era. Here, I'm gonna take you. Yeah, but whatever that one, I had it too. So I'd destroy all his creatures, and then I'd remove all his creatures from the game, and so he just could never attack. Like I'd be killing him with 1/1, you know, with the 1/1 creatures, but he could not beat it with it.
Ouch.
Yeah. Oh, Dan got hit.
That was a big hit.
That's what
Some
happens when you have
people in your
unnerfed
party
big
did
bangs.
not like that.
You know.
Oh,
Oh yeah, down here.
I can't even call what Death Still's doing as toxic, because it's good fun.
Just Drago. This
Yeah.
this deck is named Drago Uro.
Hmm.
It's gonna get real toxic. I got Wilderness in my hand. Galgos is the better of the 2 decks I'm here to make miserable, so this is actually gonna be tricky if they have anything good. But I haven't seen anything good yet. I don't know why I counted the Mind Stone. I usually let them have all the mana they want.
it's just good, clean fun.
I'm playing 1 land. That's not true. I'm not playing 1 land turn.
Are they more? Is the way it works in Commander or whatever? Is it more stylized where people tend to stay in different ones, or is it like still the whole thing? Like my favorite thing wasn't actually playing; it was building decks. You know, like based on.
damn it.
It was like building the decks, you know, and like finding different combinations and everything to do. Or is it? I mean, is there still a lot of that, or do people kind of trend to the same?
Basically, whatever you want out of
Treble.
Magic, as long as
Treble.
actually, it's you basically whatever you want out of Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
I gotta. God, Esper Sentinel's like literally the best card against me. If they had had it on turn 1, I'd be dead.
Mm.
I got robbed in that fight
Yeah, you did.
I think so too. Yeah.
because a thing that was supposed to happen didn't happen.
Uh-oh.
Oh, was it the AI glitched out? Like it went
Yeah.
immediately into it skipped a meteor or something. It skipped a big bang and went into a shake or something.
I hit it with a thing and it didn't counter with nuke.
Uh-huh.
It just immediately went into it started shaking.
Yep.
Or I mean,
yep.
it immediately
That's,
went
the
into
phase change.
Yep. Yeah. And because of that, I lost my white
Yep, because
mages.
you got 8 unnerved. Yep. I did this fight at speed 4 because I was pretty low level.
Well, you pretty much always do
I
it at
figured
speed 4, though.
I figured a minute hit over the course of the fight was worth it.
Probably, yeah.
Like Rydia didn't, or Rosa and.
I was counting the hit points. I was only a few thousand. I was like 1 or 2 hits away from Meteo phase.
Mm.
Rosa and Rydia were not at their maximum capacity for spell. Oh, that's bad. This
Yeah,
deck's
you're
already
better
pretty
than me. I can't count. I can't do that. I can't. I have no idea how much HP he has left in any fight. I can't keep
I
track
just
of it.
assume that he always gets his resets. And if I do that, then, like, you know, whatever. All right, take two.
Okay.
Dan, you're pretty quiet.
Well, he's been
This
fighting him
has
for a while. I
been-
think he died on him once already.
No, I mean,
No.
like, your audio is weird.
Oh.
No, I just haven't been talking.
Okay.
No, I haven't heard any weird audio from Dan. Again, it's just maximum concentration mode as we roll into the holidays part 2.
Time finally.
Ah,
Nice.
Yeah, I'm doing the level
Dang.
grind, and I'm about to go fight him.
You could have beaten me. You had me, Trouble. I
Yeah,
think.
yeah.
If you, based on what you're saying,
Yeah.
I did not have optimal turn orders. I was doing this kind of stupidly.
Well, I would have beat both of you if I'd done
I
one
ate,
particular
like,
check
2
20 minutes
unnerfed
ago.
Big bangs.
If I'd have done one particular check that I knew I had 25 minutes ago, I'd have beat both of you.
Yeah, you missed the start of the game there, Bob.
Yeah.
I was like, man, you're doing the start of the game at the end of the game. What the heck?
What was the check that you missed, Bob?
Well, it's just that I put off. I was doing other things because I thought it was I figured y'all had already done it and it was a low percentage one, but I never went to the moon. I did 4 objectives without
Well,
ever going to the
I
moon.
went to the moon pretty late too.
But I never went to it. Globs was in the Pikage check.
I also
Oh.
did. I did the Pikage. As
Yeah,
well.
but I had
I
it.
didn't
I
do
could
Glob.
have done it. I could have done it like almost 25 minutes ago, and I kept doing checks instead of doing it.
oh, I didn't find Golbez.
Yeah, I didn't do
yeah.
Golbez.
Yeah. See,
Well,
I had.
after I beat Golbez, I go to the moon and do the prokaryote eukaryote, and that's got the fucking sand ruby.
Yep. That's what I
Yep.
did.
Yep, I did the.
So
I did that as soon as I went up to the moon.
this is treble. Like this is a case where trebling was the correct thing to do.
I usually do
saying,
the
well, yeah,
prokaryote
well, you
eukaryote
said
if I have a
you're
hour
sitting there
class that I
saying
had.
that. You sit there and say that. But if I had done that, I had that Pikage forever, and if I had done, I had it literally 30 minutes ago, and if I'd have done that check, I would have beaten both of you if I'd have just gone and done that, doing it still the way I did, because I had 3 objectives at that point. I just needed the 4th one, and I kept doing boss checks, where I were doing checks.
Congratulations.
Like there's a whole section of stuff that there was no reason for me to do. I mean, that's all in retrospect, don't get me wrong. Hindsight's always 20/20, as they say.
Let's see where the hell the legend sword was, because I want to see. If,
Did you get Adamant? I never had it or the
I did.
Legend
Find
Sword.
the adamant is in the subterrane.
Okay.
Yep.
It's in the defossil, not defossil.
The only thing I never got was the Twin Harp Sand Ruby.
So-
I never had
I
the
thought
Twin
it was on
Harp
the
Sand
moon.
Ruby, Adamant, Light Sword, or either of the tails.
I don't know why my brain read D fossil as Dr. Fossil, but it did read it as Dr.
Oh,
Fossil.
I've always thought that as a kid.
Really? I never went there because it was just D
Yep.
instead
No,
of.
I was always
yeah.
D fossil was Dr. Fossil. Yep.
Huh.
I was cracking myself up over that one.
I keep forgetting that he can't one shot this.
I keep forgetting. I can't one shot that thing.
He's barely off of it.
Keep
Like a high
forget-
roll, he would, but Yang's doing, even for the level he's at, he's doing surprisingly low attack rolls. He has been the whole season.
I've only got like 1 cat claw.
I've got a cat claw
I
and
had
a
a cat charm.
I've got a cat claw and a charm claw. Yeah.
Okay. That was weird.
Pretty much the whole seed, like though
Are
he's
you gonna
been-
complain
he-
about it?
But I mean, he's
No.
he could sit there and nerf at this point too, and he could sit there and face tank 2 unnerf big bangs. So
I don't care about you. Sorry. You can stay dead. No, but that's weird because like he shook. I did a thing, he didn't counter, and then he didn't big bang.
that is, yeah, that
Must have
had.
phase transitions.
Possible.
I mean, I get that
Oof.
I get that sometimes where he just randomly doesn't counter it or doesn't shake, or he shakes, doesn't counter it, and doesn't do the big bang.
It's fine. We can bring this
And
back.
then he'll shake again the second time and then do the big bang. Let me check what level I'm at. I can't beat trebles, so
Oh, the Legend Sword's in Upper Babel? God fucking damn it. Where's the hook?
I got the hook and I don't remember. I'm almost there. It was the hook was the last thing I got. The hook was the tower key.
Oh. And the tower key is behind something dumb.
Yeah.
I'm not looking to see if it's spiting me for saying I wanted to get the God Hand.
Well, I mean, if it where did you say the other one was?
The adamant is in the D zombie, or you know, the second to last boss in the subterrane,
Yeah.
the ribbon room.
I mean, if you just want to see it, well, I mean,
Oh, there was one in a chest just in the subterrane. I didn't even go to the ribbon room.
well, no, he's talking about the adamant
No,
item.
the
Yeah,
adamant
yeah.
item.
Oh,
Yeah.
the adamant item.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah,
to
I don't have an
forge
adamant
the-
armor.
The God Hand. I found an adamant armor.
I mean, I can't beat treble. I mean, I can go out of my way and
Oh,
go ahead and
okay.
get it if you
Whew.
just want to see what it is.
No.
Okay, I'm in medio face.
But for that level, that way you could do it too, and it'd take about the same amount of time. I mean,
God
I don't.
bless Berserk.
I didn't think the tower key was behind anything onerous, so.
All hell
I think
Berserk.
the tower key is actually. I think the tower key is in.
Our Lord and Savior.
Yep.
It's not on the moon because I never went to the moon, so it's it wasn't Baron. I did all the Baron checks. It was. I don't know why I did that. It was.
I think
of course
it's. I think it's.
It's
what are we
the
looking for,
giant.
the
It's
tower?
it's the chest and the giant.
Last arm.
Yeah, it's the chest and
Yeah.
the giant. That's it.
All right, so 21140-ish.
And it's not far. I mean, you could run in the giant and it'd take you 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Figure since you're going to kill a man.
But see, I did the
Ooh.
giant. I did I did the giant. I did that tower check. I did all that stuff. And if I'd just done the other one, I never would have done any of them. But I was gambling on that's a lone one, and so I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I'll go do the ones that have both key item and boss checks to them.
What is your average level, Dan?
I don't know. I'm in a cutscene. I'll tell you in a minute.
Yeah.
I'm at 55. I just went ahead and leveled up to where Rydia had nuke. So, and I went and swapped the mop for Rosa.
I didn't. I kept the twins and Fasoya.
I have
Didn't-
Rydia.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah.
I didn't get to use her as much as I thought I'd like because the way and it was purely because of the way the turn order rolled. But I had bomb it and I had not sold it, so I'm like, well, I'd be stupid not to take Rydia at this point because one level and she's super useful.
At mid 50s is the levels.
Okay, let me see what
Except,
mine is.
like I was.
I've seen
50
a 61 in the mid 50s. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right.
because of Fusoya. It starts at level 50.
Mhm.
Yeah.
40.
So my lowest,
Damn.
mine's right
Level
at 50.
42.
Yeah, you
My-
are low 40s.
Yeah.
Too. Jeez,
I don't know how he does that either. Like I would never even attempt Zeramis at that.
You gotta be on point with the thing. You've only got to have about 1,200 hit points.
So I didn't.
I generally won't do it without 2,000 for every character.
A one shot in the last
Oh,
one.
no. So I didn't actually save after I did my last fight.
Oh.
My party is 50 to 52 across the board, but I think I gained 3 levels on the 2 chests that are in the core.
Right, and then just went straight down there. Yeah.
The funny thing was the very last chest in the core is an Avenger.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I went and bought one and have yet to equip it. I kept doing simple boss fights and kept forgetting about equipping it.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, and I didn't buy Bacchus's either. That's what I forgot to do. Oh well.
Probably wouldn't have been able to do that if I hadn't picked up that crystal sword.
Yeah, the crystal sword was it ended up being. I thought it was a booby prize when I got it, but it ended up being pretty damn helpful.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was really good.
because doing 5,000 to 7,000 points of damage.
Oh, also
Level
my
4.
party was Cecil, Rosa, Edge, Rydia, and Yang. I just took the final 4. And
I'm going to
swapped
turn the
out
battle
Kane.
speed down because Desta did it, but I usually don't turn the battle speed down for this.
Just putting it on 2 is like a safety strat.
I was putting on 4 as a safety strat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it
that's
up-
because this time I was at lower levels than I usually am.
And I put it on 4. I mean,
If I'm mid 50s, 2 is fine. But like I was
I was
using
low
silk
50s,
webs,
yeah.
and I was using silk webs and throwing slows, and that.
It's just getting that first Silk Web out I'm always terrified for.
see, I never use those.
That one can take a long time.
Yeah, I never
Silk
use,
web
I never
is-
use slow or the silk webs when I fight them. Like,
Oh, it's a personal failing on your part, Bob.
no, I mean, I pretty much never need them. Like, I almost never lose a Zeramis fight, and like
you ask me how does he do it at such low levels? Silk webs. It applies to.
But I'm also never going to attempt it at level 42, so that was more of a rhetorical question than a literal one. But
I had 2 adamant armors, so
That helps,
Also,
yeah.
that helps.
yeah,
I just had the 1.
yeah, I don't have one.
Well, I went back to and bought one in Baron.
Oh,
Why even care? 3 life? Jesus. What the fuck?
Jesus, this is going so
afraid
slow.
of the
I
other
might
side
have to
of that
reset
card.
this.
Terrified of the other side of that card.
I
So
still
I had
haven't
a
gotten to
whole-
attack.
I have a whole bunch of Magic the Gathering cards that my mother brought that I thought were stolen from me.
Mm-hmm.
So I owe that person an apology.
Oh,
They've just been in her closet for the last 15 years. Whatever Mirrodin was.
Hopefully that.
yeah,
didn't
Yeah,
that's
ruin
about
friendships.
20.
Yeah, it's about
Yeah.
15.
Yeah,
I might be closer to
Kamigawa.
20.
it's closer to
Kamigawa.
20.
First
Yeah, Kamigawa was 16, 17 years
But
ago.
yeah, so yeah. The
Kamigawa
first
was a lot of
Kamigawa was
fun.
when I got out of Magic.
Yeah, me too. Oh, now that's funny. The Not Santa
Oh,
went crazy,
oh,
miss.
oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Ah, God dang it.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Hey, that actually works out pretty well.
I know, Buttface, you get your braver counterpart to play horror games for you.
Yes, and
So
what of it?
I think you'll both enjoy Alone in the Dark. But the only problem is it falls apart from a technological standpoint about 75% of the way through.
Oh, really?
Like there's some QA issues.
Oh, okay.
There's a part where you go on a
Bouncing
boat
nines.
and
Oh,
the
don't do
enemies in there,
her.
let's just say they teleport and they're not supposed to.
Do they have creepy Watson syndrome?
No, they just kind of jerk around the
I would like to point out these are two of my favorite Rosa and Rydia sprites.
they just
Yeah, they're
jerk
real good.
around.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
this is a great Rosa.
That's Botan Rosa. From Yu Yu Hakusho.
I sent you that Crow Country link, right? I'm keeping my eye open for that. That's looking pretty stellar. For
I looked at that and I didn't like the art.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm down for that. That's falling on the right side of
That's not
like,
PS1 aesthetic. It's
heightened PS1 aesthetic, right?
I want us to play Thunder Helix.
What the hell is that?
That name is ringing a bell.
I
Hold on a
mentioned it.
second.
It's a newly released. I tried it a beta version when I was in Ingaland at the cave. It's a retro styled attack helicopter simulator.
Okay.
So like Desert Strike.
Yeah, Jungle
Age
Strike, all
64.
that. Yeah.
Oh, look at that
it's-
dithering.
Oh yeah, it's got
Fuck
dithering,
yeah.
flat shaded 3D graphics, and it runs perfectly smoothly, and it's not too complicated.
hold on. Crisp 320 by 200 resolution with 16 or 256 color graphics.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, you're not gonna read the next point down that says explosive camels exclamation point?
Don't. Of anybody. Why Rosa? Now I have to go ahead and cure 4. Hopefully you'll get off before you big bangs.
But they got what's his name? What is the sheriff's name in Stranger Things?
Oh,
David Harbour.
David
Yeah.
Harbour.
yeah, but I don't
Yeah,
remember
he-
what his actual name is. But yeah, in the show.
Anyway, the actor for that, he plays Carnby,
Okay.
and they mocapped everyone. It's yeah. Everyone in that game is like Twin Peaks weird.
Oh, okay. It's all straight up David Lynch. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. This looks pretty stellar. I'm gonna.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna.
he's
Felix.
not doing bouncing nines with Bahamut.
I know. Well, I wasn't doing Bahamut. Like she was using a Nuke, but yeah, she should be doing bouncing nines with Nuke, and I don't know why she's not.
Because
with-
I've got a
I'll be throwing this. Not a girl face.
Stardust Rod
They'll enjoy
Tiara
it.
Sorcerer.
Time.
Like she should be.
Ta-da!
Well, I don't have a tiara on her. The only thing I don't have on her is a tiara. But I mean, I think she's got a. One of them's got a +3 hat.
Well, I mean,
Yagaya.
okay, she was doing bouncing nines against Zeromus, but
She's not for me. She was rolling really low nuke rolls. Like she was rolling only like in the 6,000s.
I was stuck using Bahamut.
And
because
Palom
I
was
have-
using Palom was doing bouncing nines.
That's a sub 30-minute spread. That's
The
not
night
terrible first
Santa
to
went
last.
crazy. The night.
All right, I'm off to
Nicholas
cook
quit.
holes, so we're gonna see if this game had denied me the God Hand that I so
Broke his
greatly
back
deserved.
over some milk and cookies.
Were you talking about Alone in the Dark or Thunder? The Thunder.
No, I was talking about Alone in the Dark. Once Not a Girl Face is through the pixel remasters, I'm definitely throwing him that way.
Yeah. The thing that I really enjoy the most is like it's not a secret. Like when you start the game, you pick like which of the two characters you do.
Yeah.
And like the game is this, like the areas you go through are the same regardless, more or less regardless who you pick, but like the cutscenes are different because they have different personalities and stuff. And but like your
Tiger
characters,
Claw.
I didn't know that was
That-
one.
I didn't know the Tiger Fangs were in this.
Huh.
yeah.
What does it do?
Tiger Fangs do? Well, we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
Tiger Fangs, Agi Vit +10 inflicts paralyze.
Yep. The
Eh.
Tiger Fangs
What's its attack?
is
You-
one
Zero.
of
There's no
90%.
attack bonus on it.
Uh,
It's not like the God Hand I know gives you an attack bonus.
yeah, so it's a normal call, and it's only a 90% hit too. That one's not very good.
I mean, it's Agi Vit.
Yeah,
I
but his
mean,
agility's already
but
through the
it's-
freaking roof.
Of the 3 claws, obviously you want the God Hand, but the Dragon Claw, especially in the subterranean, that's really fucking useful.
Yeah. Yeah,
Well, I guess
Dragon,
that's it. Oh, go ahead.
sorry. Dragon Claw is really good. Like it's
Yeah,
just
Dragon Claw
useful
is
in
actually
general.
great for random encounter, for pretty much every encounter except for Ground Claw.
Congratulations.
Right.
yeah.
Well, good games, everybody.
Yep.
Thanks for playing, Buttface. Thanks for hanging out and learning the lingo.
Thanks for putting up with my nonsense.
We'll be back on Wednesday for Classic Arcade Night.
Yeah, it sounds like a
Hopefully.
plan.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And when I don't know if we'll do anything on Thursday. Possibly, we'll see. Haven't decided yet. Otherwise, thanks for playing, guys. Treble, thanks for hanging out. It's always good to have you around.
Absolutely.
I have to set an alarm.
Until then, well, I guess we'll see y'all next time.
Later.
See you next
Later.
week.
Yeah.
I've pushed the button.
The button.
The button, like the warrant.
So yeah, that's actually worse than the Cat Claw to me. Because the
No,
cat
I
claw,
said-
no, the cat claw is a 99% accuracy and strength +5, agility +5. I'd rather have that than the vitality +10 and the agility +10 and a lower attack rate. It's better
So-
than the charm claw.
the Tiger Fangs actually, it does have 10% less, but the way